Boom. We are live. Welcome to another episode of the Bangin Brass Podcast. Today we have Issac Hansen, who is a beast, and he should be in here any minute. Once he gets in, we'll make the intros. We already got Blake Miguez in here. What's up, dog? Magnus Shooting. Starting to get people roll in. All right, so before we get started, just want to let you guys know that the Atlas 170 millimeter 2011 mags are available. Follow the link in my bio and go grab some because they are awesome. I've been banging on them for a little bit now, and they're just as good as the 140s. Hero Under God, what's up, dog? There we go. Issac Hansen in the building. What's up, stud?
What up, dog?
What are you doing, man? Sipping
Well,
on a cold Coors Light.
First light, and it wasn't no liquor for me.
Hell yeah, man. You got a pair of headphones handy?
I can go get some, but I have to get off.
Yeah, run and grab some real quick and then come pop right back in.
All right, sounds
Otherwise, it'll cut your audio off the whole time.
good. Sounds good.
While he's doing that, we'll go over some housekeeping. Bangin Brass Podcast t-shirts are available. They are on my Instagram, as well as you can go to Paper Still Apparel Co. and grab them there. They're pretty sweet. If you buy one and I see you in the wild wearing one, run up to me. We'll take a picture. When we do, I'll refund your money for the t-shirt. How about that? Blake Miguez. Please answer my question. Oh my God. Blake Miguez is stirring up all kinds of funniness. Let's see here. Look, a podcast is not on mute. All right, for you guys who don't know, after the last podcast, Bill Duda from Go Fast Don't Suck went live for 20 minutes with his mic off. So he was just talking away for 20 straight minutes, not saying anything. And it was great. Hopefully we don't do that here. Cobra Kai never dies. There we go. What's up, dude?
What up, man? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay,
if we don't do the headphones, if I talk while you're talking, it shuts the audio off, and then it takes like a hot 2 seconds to pop back in on your end. So I just want it to be good.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Dude, I'm pumped for this, dude. I'm pumped for this because you're a legitimate badass. Like you see a lot of shooters who are really good shooters, and you're like, man, that guy would probably do okay in a gunfight. And then you meet guys like you, and you're like, oh no, this guy could murder all of us in one room, very very easily. And it's legit.
Okay, I won't argue with you, but I know a lot more badass motherfuckers out there. Excuse my language. I think it's okay in this chat, right? We're good for cussing. Okay.
Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. I don't know if you've ever watched this show before, but censorship is not what we do here.
Okay, just want to make sure,
So to introduce Issac Hansen, I met you first just as a competitor, which was, I believe, Area 4 last year.
Yep. Same time this year, last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I met you there, and you're a monster of a PCC shooter. Some would say, I would think you're somewhere in the US, probably in the top 10, top 20, somewhere in there. Trying, yeah. I mean, really, in reality, you haven't been shooting for that long. How long have you been shooting PCC?
Competitively, PCC. I started in March of 2020. Yeah.
March of 2020. And I met you right around this time of 2020, and you were already a GM, and you were already stacking bodies on the competitive shooting side.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Man, that's pretty incredible that in that short amount of time you went. Do you attribute your success as quick as you have just the fact that you've been doing rifle work for so long?
I think so. Yeah. I've got ADHD, through the roof. It's funny you say that. My buddy Justin Young, a guy I worked with down in Yuma, he said the same thing about me with skydiving. If I do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go all in to where like that's all my life consists of. And it's the same thing shooting right now. So shooting, all my life consists of is shooting. So I can't accept failure, and so I get pretty upset when I don't do well. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I think we can attribute that to just caveat to not only are you a PCC GM, you're also a Army Special Forces, and you're a Sergeant First Class. So you've been, right? Sergeant First Class, is that right?
Yeah, that is. But
Okay.
I'm just laughing.
All right, if I'm doing something wrong, you gotta tell me. I'm not super versed on this shit.
No, you're good.
So,
I'm just laughing.
So being in the Special Forces, your mindset has just got to be of that competitive nature, because I don't think I've met one person from that world that's not super driven and just has what it takes to kind of succeed at whatever you pick up.
Yeah, 100%. I think that is pretty straightforward. I mean, Josh. Josh is super freaking competitive. Any other Josh? There's another Josh. You got Eric Torres, right? That just signed in. He was my first junior, by the way. Eric Torres Memorial 3-gun worked for me when he first became a Green Beret, just so you guys know.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, those people, like, the drive is crazy. You can't, being mediocre at your job, you're never going to make it very far. And I'll say this, like, there's been teams in my career where I didn't do well, there's been teams where I told other people that they're not doing well and they don't deserve to be there. You're going to get pushed. I mean, still, even this last team I was on, every time Justine beats me, I come back to my team room and they let me know that a 17-year-old girl beat me at a competition, and I'm like, it just drives me even more,
You should get a pass on that, because she beats a lot of people.
Well, okay? I know.
Let's be real here.
They're just teasing me.
Yeah, losing to the Williams sisters, although while it hurts right here, deep down, because nobody wants to lose to a teenage girl. You got to remember that they have like 48 national and world titles between the two of them. I mean, what are you going to do?
Oh, no, they're absolutely amazing shooters. I'm just using that for an example.
Yeah, Blake Maguez said March of 2020, he said your new nickname is the Pandemic.
Yep. Exactly. Right.
Yeah. So I really want to kind of dive deep into, kind of how you got started into this sport. What drove you to competition shooting? Was it your work, or was it kind of an outside influence?
Both, kind of both. So Eric Torres, back in the day, again, if anybody doesn't know him, he is the president of Memorial 3-gun. Awesome side pitcher. If you guys don't follow him, go follow him. Huge, great event.
Shout out Memorial 3-gun. If you're not involved, get involved. They're great.
Exactly. So he was my junior back in, what was this, 2010, right? And he came up to me, he's like, oh man, you gotta shoot, you gotta do this. Yep. So you just said took forever. 2010, he told me start shooting. And I was like, nah, man, 2013 comes around. I'm now a skydiver and all I live is skydiving. He's like, Isaac, come shoot with me. I'm like, I can't, man. Can't do it. I'm skydiving now. I'm going to be a professional skydiver. Fast forward to 2018, 19. 19. I had a really short stint at the Golden Knights, a very short stint. It was a horrible experience for me. And
the Golden Knights.
Yeah, the Army Golden Knights. Yeah, I left SF for a short bit to be a Golden Knight. Stupidest mistake I've ever made. We could talk about it in a little bit. But
we'll talk about that in a second.
I came back and I was like, shit, man, I'm done skydiving. I don't want to see these people. I'm just going to buy a whole bunch of guns. I sold all my skydiving gear and probably like $20,000 worth of gear that I just had laying around. And I was like, start buying guns. And I just got a bonus for re-enlisting, so I just started buying guns. I ended up buying a Terran Tactical Combat Master, told Eric, he's like, yeah, go shoot a competition. Met another guy named Eric that he introduced me to, who took me to a competition, started shooting, and then he let me try his PCC. So we shot a competition where I shot PCC and limited, both the same day. And I was just like, oh, this is just like doing CQB. I want to do more of this, and just took off from there. So I contributed to Eric Torres one, and then just what I was doing for work at the time too, which is being a trigger puller. So.
Hell yeah, man. That's freaking awesome. And then rest is history. You're hooked now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Hook, line, and sinker, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
All she wrote. All she wrote, man. How did you get into the special forces world? Is that something you always wanted to do when you enlisted, or did you kind of just fall into it? Or
okay, so all right. So we're going to talk about it. So we'll tell you the truth. I've recently just started opening up about this to people. So when I joined the Army, I actually was like an 18-year-old alcoholic living in Colorado Springs with my birth uncle. And I was actually an electrician apprentice and wasn't doing the right thing, just as, the normal Army story is for any soldier, right? Doing the wrong thing. Woke up one morning, had a whole bunch of beers laying around me, and I was like, oh, I'm screwing up. I'm not going to make it out of here. I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to end up in jail. So hungover as shit, I drove to hungover probably, we'll just leave it there. Hungover as shit, drove to to the recruiter station, and I told the recruiter, I was like, hey, I want to join the Army, and I want to make sure that I don't do anything that has to do with combat. And he's like, oh, be an MP, be a military police officer. I was like, okay, I'll become an MP. Joined, took off for basic training, and realized I was like, oh, man, I screwed up. I shouldn't have been an MP. I want to be a warfighter. This is brotherhood. Like I want that brotherhood. So luckily, sorry, let me back up too. I was in the National Guard, so I was able to just when I got done with basic, I was able to volunteer for the Next Thing Smoking. The Next Thing Smoking was to Afghanistan. So I did the National Guard used to do like a pre-train up before they went overseas. They probably still do it. So I did a pre-train up. On my birthday, I flew into Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan for exactly a year. This is 2006.
On your birthday?
Yeah, on my birthday. So my 20th birthday, I landed in Afghanistan, and my 21st birthday was my longest birthday ever because I flew home from Afghanistan, and I didn't get to drink the whole entire time. But
happy birthday to you! Holy shit!
Yeah, holy shit! Right. But so, anyways, Tim Kennedy's team leader shows up at the base I'm at. And I see him, and I ask my platoon sergeant, who's this old Marine. I was like, can I sit down and talk with him? He's like, yeah, sit down, Isaac. And so I talked to him. And he's like, what do you have plans? What are your plans in life? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, all right, come see me tomorrow. And I remember he takes me up to his room, and he's letting me try on all his gear, and he's telling me stories, and he's telling me about all the things him and his team are doing in Iraq. And he's like, this is what you got to do, man. And that was it. That just sent me down the road. I transferred to active duty like probably a couple weeks later. Got back from the deployment, went to the 101st. Day I got to the 101st, my first sergeant brought me in. He's like, you're one of the only guys with combat experience in this company. I'm going to make you a team leader. We're going to groom you to be a squad leader, stuff like that. He's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, first sergeant, I'm going to be a Green Beret. He's like, okay, what short-term goals? What are you going to do? I said, I'm going to be a Green Beret first sergeant. He's like, get the fuck out of my office. I was like, roger that, first sergeant. And I never took charge of shit, but it's okay because I went and got selected 6 months later, and started my journey, So, I officially became a Green Beret in 2009. And I spent 6.5 years in 5th Group. Met some awesome people, learned some things, got the shit beat out of me. Normal stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's kick ass. So it was just kind of like the opportunity presented itself at the right moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had no idea what it was. It was just right time, right place. Met one, and I was like, oh, I got to do this, and never looked back.
Hell yeah, man. Kind of similar to shooting. You just kind of fell into it, and we're like, this is the fucking move. Let's go.
Yep, exactly. All in.
Dude, I dig the shit out of it, man. I dig the shit out of it. And you've been, since 2009, holy shit, that's like, what was that, 12 years?
Yep, 12 years. Been a Green
12
Beret
years.
for 12 years.
Dude, that's a stretch, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stretch. And
Yeah,
you're still active duty, going hard.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it going hard anymore. I'm, at the end of my time.
Oh, come on, man. I don't see you hanging it up anytime soon.
No. 3 more years. 3-ish. We'll see.
3 years.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make a bet in 3 years. I say you re-up.
We'll see. We'll see.
How well? Here's the question: how close are you to retirement?
3 years.
Oh shit, maybe
yeah,
not.
Yeah, 3.5, I think. So
you may hit the 3.5 year mark and be like, I'm gonna enjoy that paycheck.
exactly. Just go
Hell
have fun.
Yeah. Go have fun, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because you've been, I mean, dude, 12 years in Special Forces. That's like 50 years at any other job.
I don't know, man. It's way more fun. I'd say the opposite.
Is.
Probably the opposite, actually. I don't think I would be in the Army if I hadn't made it where I am now. So.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, that's legit. I've always been super curious about that. Well, man, when we met, dude, I was full of questions, and then we've shot a couple matches together. Like, what was it? Area 2.
Yep, Area 2.
Yeah. Area 2, dude. We sat at dinner and talked for.
Oh man, that was a good night.
Well, it felt like forever.
Yeah,
just asking all the dumb questions.
You and Chase, that was a good night.
That was a good night, man. Got a little rowdy there towards the end. Chase got us kicked out of the restaurant, but
exactly. Yeah, right. Expect nothing less.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. You hang out with this bunch, that kind of shit happens.
Exactly.
We're gonna fall into kind of tell people, you've only been shooting for a short time, right? I guess this is probably your I guess you would say your full competitive season, right? Because the first season you kind of work shit out. Mm-hmm. So your first competitive season, we got North Carolina State. You won that.
Yep.
Right? Balls. Florida State, which is by all means one of the most packed matches of all the matches that anyone's ever going to shoot. You get third.
Yep.
Right? Huge accomplishment. To be your first full season and get third at Florida State.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And then third at Area 8.
Yeah.
Third in an area match in your first full competitive season.
Yeah. Super happy about that stuff. Joe Farewell, got me on second down in Florida State. Coming for him next year.
Bitch.
I know him and Justine, but it's okay. Next year I got him coming for him.
I'll let him know in the next team meeting in front of everybody. I'm going to say Isaac said he's coming for you.
Hey, you can tell him. All right, you can tell him. I won't make any memes of him this time, but I'm coming for him.
Oh my God, dude, that meme for those. Can I tell people that you made that? Yeah. Okay, so when Joe Farewell blew his ACL out at what match was that?
It was Nationals.
Nationals, yeah, he blew his leg out at Nationals, tore his ACL, a whole bunch of shit, right?
Yeah. Well, let me say this: it was me, Josh, and Jessica Hook all in the pool making it, not just me.
Okay. Yeah. We'll split the blame.
Yeah.
He blows his knee out, right? And then lo and behold, a meme comes out, and I didn't know you at this point. Mm-hmm. We hadn't met yet. It's the meme where it shows Joe fucking falls down, and then it cuts to the dudes dancing with the grave. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my God. Yeah. It was fire. And I saw that meme. I shared it. I loved the shit out of it. Loved Joe to death, but that was fire.
Yeah. No,
and
that
then,
was awesome.
And then I can't remember if it was Area 4 where I reenacted that. Yeah. I took a picture like I got farewelled, and then you were like, oh, dude, I made that meme. I was like, what? You got meme royalty sitting over here. Oh, it was so incredible.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So do you have what other matches are you shooting this year? Are you done for the season? I know we got obviously Nationals.
Yeah,
right?
Nationals, Area 2. I got screwed this summer, obviously. Yeah, Area 2. Are you shooting Area 2?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Aren't we shooting?
So Nationals and then Area 2. Say again? What do you say?
I said we need to shoot that together.
Yeah, man. We'll switch it up.
We need to shoot it. Yeah. Yeah, let me see what we got here. Keep going. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, Nationals, Area 2. I was able to get hooked up with Nationals. I ended up shooting with some awesome people at North Carolina State match. And I was able to they gave me a reserve slot, sponsored slot to shoot nationals because I was deployed when the national stuff came out. So I was in lovely Africa, which I'm not going to say who it is, but one of them is actually watching, one of the guys that trained.
Oh, hell yeah.
So they pretty much hooked it up, gave me a slot, called me. They're like, hey, we're going to call you. We're going to get you a slot. You'll shoot with us again. No worries. And I was like, man, that's awesome. Completely awesome. Just a great group of dudes. Got Nash, Area 2. That's, another great match. Old Dick that shoots there hooked it up. So he already wrote, let me see if he could hook it up with bringing you over to our squad. He's the only reason why I ever get to shoot in Arizona.
Hell yeah.
The Area 2.
Hook that shit up.
Yeah. Area 2 matches. We're actually just out there. Me and Dick that shoots just shot the Arizona State Championship out there again. I love that range out there in Prescott.
I missed that, and I'm so mad about it.
But yeah, that's all I got this year. I'm already starting to line up everything for next year. We'll obviously see. Military takes precedence for my life. And I have some new changes going on, and we'll see how much I'll be able to play. I actually thought I wasn't going to be making it to nationals. Thought it was going to be a little bit of a quick change and jump in a ship, an airplane overseas, but that got came for me. So I get to play, but we'll see what happens next year. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, hopefully the military doesn't zap you out of nationals, because that would suck.
Yeah, right.
That would really suck. Area 2, yeah, he said don't count your chickens yet. Come on, man. I thought you were the guy. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
You're gonna go saying I don't think I'll hook that up. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the Golden Knights. Because that's kind of legit. They put it, so I went to where was it? I went to somewhere and actually watched the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Years ago, and it was badass. Yeah. I've never skydived. It's been on my bucket list forever.
Yeah.
Actually, me and Josh Curtis up at Area 1 was like, bro, you want me to hook that shit up? We'll go right now. I was like, we're shooting a match. He was like, fuck that. We'll just go. I was like, maybe we should wait.
Man, you guys should have called me, man. I know people up there. We give you guys man, yeah.
Dude, so, I know. I wanted for my first time, I want to do it with the homies. All get together and just fucking do it.
We'll come out to North Carolina, shoot a match. We'll go fly in the wind tunnel. We'll get freaking old Slevin here. We'll get freaking Josh. We'll get the whole crew. We'll go out to DZ, freaking jump out of airplanes. And, and we'll even
have a good time.
We'll tell Dick that shoots to make sure he flies out and joins us as well, because he wants to come play.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna set that up. I'm looking for North Carolina match as soon as we get off this.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man. There's heat out here, man. Shit. You got Kyle Lee, you got Josh, freaking. You got many freaking shooters out here.
There's a lot of heat in that North Carolina, Georgia, Florida area. Holy shit. Y'all got some bangers out there, boy.
Oh, yeah. We definitely got to talk, because I'm seeing the people that I freaking, the shooters that I want to push for North Carolina that I think are huge and going to freaking make it big. My military shooters got to push some love for. But you want to talk about the Golden Knights.
Yeah, let's talk about the Golden Knights, man.
So I got to be kind of careful, because I'll get heated. And this is the third time that I've talked about it today. I was actually with a bar stool operator today, and we were chatting about this. And yeah, man, it was, long story short, worst decision ever.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But what do you want to know? You got to ask me questions, because I don't want to. That story could take the next 2 hours.
Yeah. We'll kind of skim through it. How cool was it to do some of those jumps? I mean, obviously did you get to do any of the cool, crazy jumps?
Don't worry. Hold on. I got to answer that, Eric. Don't worry. I'm going to be careful.
Say careful, homie. Maybe we should skip this topic.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, you won't get anybody in trouble. I won't get in trouble for it.
Well, I know
It's
you won't. You'll be like,
yeah,
fuck you.
yeah. No, so I didn't actually do any actual live demos with them. I tried out for them. I got there. It was a very non-military environment, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Probably wasn't liked for where I was already as a skydiver. I was actually recruited, whether they want to admit it or not. They recruited me. They actually flew in the world record with their pod. The world record wasn't made, but it was a 200-way vertical head-down jump. It was like 20-something attempts up in the sky of Chicago in 2018. And they were trying to convince me to stay in the Army. I was actually planning on getting out and being a pot-smoking hippie. That was like at the end of my time. I was already a professional skydiver, and they're like, "Hey, man, come be a Golden Knight. You can fly competitions with us." So that was the whole reason why I went over there. I was going over there to continue competing, but just for the Army. I was like, I do it for fun on the weekends. Why not just make it my job? Got there very shortly, figured out that it wasn't the place for me. Few people know like the whole story. Ended up literally getting done with the situation. And I was just like, all right, Sergeant Major, hey, I can't do this. And this is why. And so I went over to the third group and asked for a job and got a job over there. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That's a short story. Me and you can talk about it on a real level.
Yeah.
Other people.
We'll talk about it over some brewskis at area too.
Exactly. There you go.
And you can let it all hang out.
Yeah, I can let it all hang out.
All right. So let's get into some questions. I want to talk about what do you think USPSA could do to bring more military shooters in? Because obviously the military, I mean, there's a lot of you guys.
Yeah.
All of you, obvious. I mean, not everybody, but most guys in the military, they like guns. They like shooting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They enjoy it. And this is an enjoyable sport. It carries over into your job. You know, they're not always deployed. They're home when they're home. Mm-hmm. Come out and have fun. What do you think USPSA could do to attract more of those guys? Because I feel like that's a whole demographic that's not really, I don't want to say pandered to, but that's not reached out to.
No, it's not. So I think it kind of goes both ways on this one. Like, also have to convince the military guys that this is going to make them better. They already think that they're the best thing out there, you know, and they're not. I thought I was too. Then I went to a match and lost to, you know, let's just say an overweight 50-year-old. You know, like I'm 35. I'm a Green Beret. I'm the baddest motherfucker there is, and then some old 50-year-old that's limping around just outshot me. You know, like that is really hard for, especially for Green Berets, to stomach.
Yeah.
Okay? Green Berets, the special operations community, because we're not as good as shooters as we think we are. We're good at tactics. We're good at combat. We're good at those things. We're not good at shooting fast and being accurate.
The game part
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
because I fully believe if you took 10 gamers and 10 special forces guys and put them in a building and said who walks out alive, I'm pretty sure 10 are going to walk out and the other 10 are going to have a bad day.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we know which 10 it is, but then you put them on a range and you put, you know, rules and a game set involved. Yeah, I mean, whoever plays the game.
And that, but like the mindset of a okay, hold on. Let's get back to the question, then I'll get down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So I think there is a way to do it. I'm trying really hard in like where I work at to get more people out shooting. I think you have to have really outgoing people like RJ McCoy. Freaking that dude. He is the most outgoing guy, and I sent one of my buddies, Danny, to go shoot with him. I mean, I just talked about RJ today. Bringing people like him and like gathering like a group of shooters, people that want to do it, but just don't want to deal with what they think the shooting community is, and just have somebody that can control control that squad safely and introduce them slowly. Because, I mean, I think when you go to a competition, sometimes it can be almost it's for military guys, like being told, like, you can't turn around with your gun. Like, well, why would I not be able to turn around with my gun? You know, the 180 roll is huge. That's hard for military shooters.
Yeah, because I mean, y'all are working in 360 degrees all day, every day.
Exactly. So I think like getting somebody that could put like a group of military shooters through like a more relaxed USPSA match versus a getting yelled at by a guy because he almost broke the 180 or you're dabbling on the line. But there's a lot of good places for that out here, at least. Like, I can't really speak on Washington State. I can't really speak on other places that there's military, you know, at. But North Carolina generally is really good with their military community. CGGR, RPS, Chris Tilley's spot. I mean, you can go there and you can have some type of military guy. You know there's going to be another military guy, and he's going to help that group of people into the sport. They're not going to, like, make them feel like they're pieces of shit because they got too close to the line of 180 or something like that. They're going to explain to them what it is, you know, like, hey, don't do that again. You know, like, not.
Yeah. Same as you would with the new shooter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, just because a guy's been shooting his whole career doesn't mean he doesn't know the rules to your game. Same with a new shooter. Like a new USPSA shooter, a new civilian might handle a gun every day, all day. You know, you don't know what he does. And then he comes out, he doesn't know the rules to the game. Get him involved, get him introduced. Yeah. I see. So that would be, so you're saying more of a, I guess, a soft entry, more relaxed entry.
Yeah, more relaxed entry. I mean, but you also have to be careful. Like, I can pull Green Berets and they could be just as dangerous as a person that's never shot a gun before in their life. Like, I've seen it. It's ridiculous, but yeah, you still have to, like, coax those people into it, especially people like us, man. Like, 100% coming out the gate. If I hadn't gone with the people that I've gone with, like, I would never have gone and shot a match because I'm too cocky for that. Or if somebody told me something, I would have been like, go fuck yourself. You know, like, I don't want to deal with you. Then, you know,
with all due respect, fuck you.
Yeah. It is. I try daily. I try to get guys on my team, my previous team that I just left, like, to go shoot with me. And I got a couple of them too. And we'll see. Last year when we were in Arizona, I took 3 guys from my team, and one of them, like, we shot an indoor match in Phoenix. And
those suck all the balls.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. And my buddy, like, pinged a wall, like, but it was downrange, you know. But they're like, that's your warning. You can't do that again. We're like, we've never shot indoors. Like, why would we do that? And like, competed indoors. And he was furious. He was like, okay, cool, man. Unloaded, freaking put his shit away. He's like, all right, Isaac, I'm just gonna watch you, man. All right. I'm like, all right, man. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You just it's hard. Like, they're gonna be cocky. They don't know what they don't know. They have to be introduced. Once they get into it, the guys that get into it never leave it. You know, you think Josh Curtis is ever going to stop shooting?
Fuck no.
Fuck no, right? Am I going to ever stop shooting? No, I'm not. No. Maybe I take a break because I've beaten myself up. But once you get into it, they're never going to stop.
Yeah.
It's just getting that initial entry.
It's very addictive once you get it. But how you get into it also has a lot to do with it. Like, I had a soft entry too. I shot with the right people at my first match. I shot with the Berries out there in Odessa. Shout out to them. Great people. Yeah. They introduced me to it with a very just soft, like, hey, we're here to have fun approach. And just don't shoot any of us and we'll have a good day.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I've also seen new people show up to a match, get squatted with the wrong people, and you hear, like, oh, that fucking idiot, new guy, and then next thing you know, I never see that guy again.
Yeah. Here's a funny-ass story. Like, I'm at Tilley's spot, Chris Tilley, and there's a new shooter. Yeah, absolute beast, man.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah. Anytime he shows up to a match, I'm like, gosh, dang it. Like, not that we're competing against each other, but still. So this guy, I've never seen him before. And I used to go to Tilly's a lot, and he's shooting, and I see it coming. I see him like, he's got to run to this other side. He's going to flag us all. And finger on the trigger, freaking shoots around, freaking goes to his right, and he's holding a can, and I can't remember, but he turns left and he just flags the whole entire squad. And I remember his pistol goes right by my face, and it goes by the RO's face. And like me and the RO, both military guys, we look at each other like, what the fuck? You know, man. He stops him, but everybody cools off real quick, and he just talks to him, and he's like, hey man, you know, you're DQ, you can't do that, man. You can't break the 180. I see him a year later out of Chris Tilly's spot, and dude's out there blazing, like just shooting. But I think like if we would have been up in his ass,
like what the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Absolutely, you just ruined another shooter. Yeah, did he do something completely wrong? Absolutely. Did anybody get hurt? No, thank God. You know, like, let's move on.
I think y'all were the right guys for that, because it's not like y'all haven't had guns pointed at you, so you don't freak out about it. Like, if a guy swept across my face with a loaded gun, I'd probably react a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know, most civilians would. We'd be like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
no, don't get me.
I've been putting money into my 401k, bitch. I ain't trying to go out like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to talk about it. I mean, literally, we talked about it for a year, and then I ran into the guy again. But, you know, he learned, man. Like, nobody got hurt. He learned. Let's move on. You know?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you're in this game long enough, you're going to get a gun pointed at you. Maybe not. Maybe. I have.
Yeah.
Couple times. Caught a couple hard ricochets off steel, you know.
Area 4 last year. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Sorry.
Yeah. That one was all the way shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. People wanted to just tell that story.
Which one? Oh, which one? The Area 4?
Yeah.
Oh, there was that steel that was like, it was down the sides. And if you were standing on either side of the freaking bay, somebody would shoot you. Wouldn't you just be standing there waiting to reset? Like you shot, and I think I took a ricochet off of yours into my leg. Josh was saying, I started hiding behind Josh Curtis. I was just like, yep, I'm just going to leave this big body right here. This swole motherfucker will protect me.
Yeah, just put this fucking brick wall in front of me.
Exactly, right? And,
dude,
man, that was horrible.
I don't think I've ever been more like, dude, what are we doing? Like, we had to warn people walking up to the bay, like, hey, don't stand there.
Yeah.
Because I think, honestly, the steel was placed, I don't want to say it was placed in a bad spot, but it was just angled a little too much towards the people waiting to reset. Because I think the first time, like, I'm sitting there watching someone shoot, and I don't know if it was you or Chase. I think it was you next to me. I just hear you go, what the fuck? I look over, and you're just like, bro, I just took a round. And I'm like, what? Look over, you got this big-ass red mark. And then next thing you know, next stage, I'm standing there. I catch one, and I'm like, dude, this is bullshit. I'm like, where's this coming from? It took us a minute to find out that it was a steel, and then we're all like, okay, don't stand there.
Yeah.
You got us all a couple times.
Yeah.
So that's why people stand behind me. That's some shit. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been in a few matches where I'm like, I'm gonna stand right here because just in case. Just 100%. In case. I watched talk about the Berries, the guys that got me into shooting. I watched Charlie Berry take a ricochet from a PCC right to the throat, and it went in. Oh man, it stuck in, and he's standing right next to me, and it was Grady shooting, Hero Under God. He's shooting, and I just hear bing, shadunk, and I hear something stick, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I hear Charlie go, oh. Look over, and he goes like this. He grabs it and he pulls it out, and he's like, is it bad? And it just goes bleh, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna fucking die. He's like, what? Runs over. Luckily there was this dude who was a medic. I guess he was a team medic. He comes running over, you know, because we're at a double tap, and he looks at it and he's like, You're going to be fine. Put a fucking towel on it.
Yeah.
So then Charlie wrapped a towel around it, just kept shooting. Then he got DQ'd the next stage. Oh, take a round to the throat and then get DQ'd.
Yeah.
What a shitty day.
Yeah, what a shitty day.
Yeah, it was a bullshit DQ too. We got it on footage. But anyway, there's a couple times where you're like, I wouldn't stand there if I were you.
Yeah.
Bad day.
Yeah, bad day.
But get back to what we were talking about, man. I think has anyone ever thought about putting on like an all military match? You know?
Yeah. So yeah, me and a couple buddies had when we were talking about doing our own range thing. But I don't want an all military match either. I just think yeah, I agree with you, BT. So I don't want an all military match. What I want is to be able to take an all military squad and be like, hey, just like coaching, like, you know, just like you take a Max Legrandis or a Ben Stowe course, any other course, right? But I want it to be a military guy, an RJ, not me. I don't know the rules well enough. I know how to shoot it, but you're like an RJ, somebody really good that's got a great temperament, or, you know, Josh Curtis. There you go, RJ, Josh Curtis, and they freaking take a squad full of military guys that want to get into it and take them through the whole day and just be like, they're the RO. They know it's going to be a shitty ass day where they're going to RO every shooter, and they're going to assist these guys through the whole thing. And, you know, that's, I think that's what's going to get more people into the shooting sport for USPSA. When I get to take over my team, hopefully here in the near future, hopefully do the same thing. I'm going to be like, all right, dudes, we're going out to the range on the weekend. Tell your wives we're going shooting. It's boys' day, and we're going to do exactly that. So for hopefully with those guys, they know that it'll be like the one day that I'm not going to yell at them for screwing up shooting, you know.
Hell yeah, dude! I think that's a great. I think we could probably make that happen. Like at maybe not a area match. An area match would be hard to swing that, but like a section match, bro, all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're talking about doing the Texas State championship again next year.
Mm-hmm.
When they hook that up, the section coordinator out here is a buddy of mine. I think we could probably make that happen. Give you like one or two squads of just all military dudes. Give you your own ROs, you know, stuff like that. Just have fun with it type deal. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be good.
Fuck yeah. I want to be there just to hear all the dark humor.
Yeah.
Be rampant.
Shit talking and dark humor. Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things. Like, I love shooting with military dudes just because they're so fucking funny. Just the shit that they say. You're just like, oh, man. That's just some hardened humor right there.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. All right, we're going to ask some more questions here that we got.
Sounds good.
What? This one's funny.
Okay.
When did you come out as a Pcc shooter, and were your friends and family upset?
So they were 100%.
That was a rude one there.
Oh no, that's great. I love it. I've been waiting all day, like for the last couple of days. Obviously, when we postponed it, like how many?
You knew you were going to catch a little bit of shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Why would I not? I catch shit at the match. If I don't have something, okay, did Go Fast Don't Suck at least write me something funny?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I had a fun time shooting with him, by the way.
We'll
get to that in a second.
That was it.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, that was the nicer version.
The nicer.
I censored it. I censored it a little bit.
Why? Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Just for his sake.
Yeah. So on 100%, like, so that picture that came out, right? If you look at it, you know, I'm over there on the side. So I'm like, I know Go Fast Don't Suck. I know who he is. And he asked to take that picture. If you look at me, I'm off on the side by myself on the picture. I'm like, I'm not being a part of this motherfucker's fucking. I obviously know nothing about him, at this point in time. And I ended up spending the day with him, and I'm like, man, damn, this dude's cool. Like, this is a good dude, man. I like this guy.
He's good people.
Yeah, he's good people. We were talking about this today at work. Like, it is hard not to judge people just because of how they shit talk or what they do. 100%. Like, that dude's a good dude. I'd go shoot with him anytime. And he fucking can blaze, man. Blaze.
He's a fucking savage, bro.
Yeah.
First time I ever met him in person was, I think, Area 7 2 years ago, and he had just got added to the Atlas team, and they all said, like, oh, Go Fast Don't Suck is now part of the Atlas, or Bill Duda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not Go Fast Don't Suck is obviously his company or his brand, but Bill got added, and I'm like, oh, fucking got added because he's a meme lord, right? Yeah. This guy's going to blow cock. Right. And I've told him this to his face that that's what I thought, because I even said, like, I watched him shoot 2 stages, and I literally walked up to him and was like, bro, I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to fucking suck. And he was like, what? I was like, I'm just saying, I thought you were just a funny dude. I thought you were going to fucking blow. Yeah. But you're a G, dude. Yeah. I was like, you can rip. He was like, yeah, I'm not just funny. I'm like, well, you're not funny, but you can shoot. Going back and forth. But
okay.
Yeah, he's good people, man. He's good people. Did you see my meme that I posted about that? The picture that y'all took? And then the one that I put above it. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Dude, the second that photo dropped, I was like, oh, got to do it before someone else does.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know and you're listening and can't see whatever, Bill Duda from Go Fast Don't Suck posted a picture where he's like down on his knees and he's got a bunch of PCC guys standing around him. And I posted that picture, and then on top of that picture, I posted the picture of the tiny little white girl surrounded by all the big black guys. And that photo. And it was hilarious. I got some pretty awesome DMs for that one.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. But and then JJ actually asked the question.
JJ Racaza?
Yeah,
okay.
Racaza.
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah, good people. Yeah. JJ said, what is your hair care routine? How do you keep that hair so beautiful?
Oh, JJ. Wow. I mean, I met JJ at Area 4. That's actually the only time I think I've ever talked to him.
Well, he loves your hair, apparently.
Oh, man. Well, JJ, I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up.
Right.
Hair care is, it's the Asian black / Head and Shoulders that I use. Asian black, just me, and then Head and Shoulders daily. That's it.
Very nice. JJ, I would say I wouldn't say he has the best hairline in the game.
No, he doesn't.
Because that would be a lie. His hairline is I
wouldn't mind. Yeah,
it's going away. Yeah. But love you, JJ. We all lose our hair. I'm not saying you're losing your hair, but your hairline's gone back a little bit in 20 years. Yeah. But his hair is always perfect.
Oh yeah.
I actually made a joke. I was gonna send him. I was gonna send him a shirt, one of my Bangin Brass T-shirts, and I was gonna put on there the "got to be glued" symbol, and then say "sponsored by JJ Racaza."
Yeah. Sorry, the Blasian brother.
Blasian brother. That's you and Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah.
That guy's the GOAT.
So, like, 100%, like, JJ, like, I got it. Everybody loves JJ. Everybody, like, is going to tease JJ. JJ. I, like, 100% like him more as a human being than I do as a shooter. Like, I 100%, well, hold on. As his shooting goes, he is amazing, and I will aspire to be him in the shooting world.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, right? But, like, me, when I look at JJ, I'm like, I want to be like JJ. I want to be like JJ because I'm starting to get older. I want to be physically fit. I want to still be able to outrun these little kids running around, you guys with your guns. And I'm just joking. but like,
you guys with your little bullshit open guns.
No. But just like, I want to be fast. I want to be strong. I want to be fit. Yeah. Like, JJ doesn't just go out and shoot. JJ wakes up every morning. He works out. Like, that's been like, since I came home from this deployment again, I'm like, I have to be like JJ. Like, that is really what I'm aspiring to be. I'm trying to be the PCC JJ. I'm 35 years old, right? I'm 35-year-old that broke his back.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, it's all downhill. I broke my back 6 years ago, right? I'm not. My body is like 45, 50, right?
Holy shit!
So,
you broke your back?
Yeah, on a skydiving accident.
Sounds like it fucking sucked.
Yeah,
on a skydiving. I feel so good about going skydiving now.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but we can talk about that. But like JJ is the man, and that's who I aspire to be. I aspire to be the JJ of PCC. Like I want to be that guy that people are like, "Yep, exactly." Hashtag PCC JJ, and I want to be that. That in the PCC realm. I want to be that guy that's like waking up every morning, just crushing it in the gym. Yeah, grinding day in and day out, fast as hell. Yeah. And still making me feel young. But yeah, but that is what I aspire to be.
Yeah, dude. JJ. Like I went on a little spiritual journey this year. Like I really was like, dude, what can I do to just get better all around at shooting, right? And I asked a bunch of people, like, hey, where's my weak spots? What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And everybody was like shooting. Yeah. JJ was like, hey, you're fucking fat. Like, you should probably fix that. But like in a nice way. Like he did it in a nice way. He got around to like, hey, you're fucking fat. You should probably figure that out. Because like he knows my athletic background. He knows I came from an athletic background. He knows I got it, right? I just got astray. And I was like, you know what? You're fucking right. And then I was like, it's time to grind. And been grinding. And then, I took like a 3-week just shooting every day, hitting matches and working where I wasn't working out. And then I saw literally every day JJ was posting videos of like fucking grinding. And it was like, it's motivating, dude. I'm like, I come home from working all day. I go to the range. I hit, an hour and a half at the range. I come home and I'm like, fuck, dude, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I get out, I go home, I take a shower, and then I'll be like sitting down taking a shit. And I turn on Instagram and I see him doing fucking body pull-ups and just drenching sweat, and he's riding a bike and going on a run and all. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, babe, I got to go on a run. She's like, you just took a shower. I'm like, I know. I got to go.
Yep, absolutely.
This guy's motivating, man.
Oh, yeah, he's absolutely
to be 40 and be grinding like that, it's a beast.
Absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, all while smiling and having fun with everyone. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, took a trip into the spiritual world. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't see us. We're in the spirit world.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, he's an animal. He's a goat. He is a goat. He is a Hall of Famer. We'll get to that later on down the road because that's the fun part towards the end. Yes, I do watch JJ with my pants down. It is what it is. I watch a lot of you with my pants down. I'm sorry to say. Like Mike, you're one of them. I mean, PS Photog, you're one of them too. Who else is in here? Joseph Tyler. I cannot say that about you because you're a minor.
That kid can blaze, by the way. I got to shoot with
savage.
I got to shoot with him and his dad out in was it Area 5? Oh, which, by the way, was a horrible match for me.
It was a horrible match for a couple people. That gravel.
The gravel.
Gravel was a motherfucker.
Yeah. No, that family. I am 100% going to go shoot with that family. For sure. Yeah. Who else?
They're beasts, man. I met him in person for the first time in Area 1 this year. Because we had been swapping, bullshitting back and forth on Instagram, and he's a legit shooter, man. And him and his dad are good people. And I met him at Area 1, and I was like, dude, this kid's got a future. He's gonna go as far as he wants to.
Oh yeah. Well, 100%.
He's a beast, and his dad is a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah.
His dad is a badass.
Yeah. I mean, his dad were talking yesterday about some training in the future. So
Mike said he wakes up at 3 a.m. to pee, and that dude's working out. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Right.
Bro. Watch myself? No, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's gay. I'm not gonna watch myself. Tyler Academy. I don't know what that means. All right. People want to know what do you think is your most important drill that you use to work on technique with a PCC? Because I do have a lot of PCC listeners, and believe it or not, I got asked that question like 500 times, like to ask him to talk about technique, like what technique drills does he do with PCC that'll give you an advantage over everybody else, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so, all right, so this summer kind of really screwed me up. Training, like I didn't train PCC, I trained pistol all summer long, but it's because I was in Africa. So coming back, I was just trying to work on my speed. Like I felt like my speed was the thing that I was lacking on. Like not shooting speed, my movement speed. Like I needed to get it back. So I came out blazing, and I was doing good on local matches, but I wasn't doing good in area matches. I was kind of screwing up, and it was just because I was letting. I wasn't seeing I was seeing brown and pulling the trigger, so I started screwing up. So I had to come back to what got me where I was, or where I was previously, which is looking exactly where I needed to aim, like looking where I needed to put rounds at. I think the best thing that I've ever learned for rifle shooting in general, I got lucky. Joe Farewell came out and taught a special forces class, had a third group, and he taught me a transition drill, or taught us a transition drill. And I will steal it from him. I'm letting you know, Joe Farewell, I steal it right now, and I'll continue to steal it and teach it to other people. No.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I mean, so for me with rifles, there's 4 parts of transitions. This all came from Joe, by the way, is get off target, drive the gun, eyes first, and be ready. Now, I felt like every time I hear it, like it's backwards, like for some of it, but it seems like it. But you can't sit, like we're not shooting, like it was a hard thing for me to get through at the beginning. Because as a military shooter, when I do CQB or if I do anything on the flat range or anything, I got to make sure I put that person down, right? At least my thought process prior to this. Or I should know that I freaking put 2 rounds in the nape of his neck and know that I didn't miss. I 100% should know that. So I need to get off target and find my next target, right? So this is kind of his drill / me doing CQB. I know where I put a round at. I need to move on. So get off target. Drive the gun, right? I'm going to use that recoil of that second round to start driving the gun, and I'm going to push that gun whatever direction it needs to go, left and or right. I'm going to find my next target. So eyes first, find my next target. And then finally, my finger's going to be on the trigger, ready to pull it the second I see green or red, right? The area that I need to pull the trigger in, which is the A zone. I think that is the number one thing. Even though it's 4 things, it's the number one thing for me. I need to get off target. I need to drive the gun. My eyes need to be there, and I need to pull the trigger when it gets there. I'm never going to split as fast as Max Legrandis and or Justine. Like, it pisses me off that they can split that fast. But here's the difference. Yeah,
right here, buddy. I'm a slow open shooter. I'm a slow splitter.
But here's the thing.
15s are my hammer at it.
Yeah, exactly. I shot a 12 today. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm super excited. What? But here's the thing: is I'm going to move from point A to point B faster than both of them. And so as long as I do everything else right, which is transition from target to target, I should be able to beat them. Like, my movement's going to be faster than theirs are. Like, just plain simple. You're not going to outrun me. Like, there's no way.
It's not going to happen.
One, I'm black. All right. No, I'm just
genetic advantage. I mean, come on.
I'm joking. But
all those NBA owners can't be wrong. All right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. No, but seriously, like, that is my main thing, and I've been slacking in that. So I've been trying to fix that right now. Don't worry. I have a list. Zed, Marco's up there with me. Don't worry.
We all have a list.
Yeah. So that is my biggest thing. As long as I continue to do that, I feel like I will continue to move forward in the shooting world. That and just being ready when you come into position. I feel like those are the biggest shooting things. Being ready to come when you come into position, or shooting as you're leaving position. Like not blending. I don't want to sit there and do nothing. Just like any other pistol ideas, it's the same thing.
Just with a rifle.
Just with a rifle. So the nice thing about a rifle is we can shoot a little bit farther. That's about it. And that's about the only thing that we have advantage over with open guns. So
splits at distance targets.
Yeah, splits at distance target.
Not just splits, but like efficient moving and shooting at distance targets.
Exactly. But so if I'm leaving an area for those PCC shooters that are listening still and or listen later, if I can figure out a way to shoot, efficiency, shoot into another position, right? So leaving a position, I'm gonna engage while backing up slowly instead of being static. There we go. That's it. Being static. I think PCC shooters are static too much. The only difference between a good PCC shooter and a okay PCC shooter is shooting and moving. I think shooting and moving. Work on that if you're going to be a PCC shooter.
That's most shooters, and the funny part about that is it really is, man. I have ran into this a lot this year where I'm on squads with people who are really good shooters that have been doing it for a long time. They're not necessarily world beaters or anything like, they're not Christians or JJs or any of those guys, but they're really good shooters, been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'll be walking a stage and I always try to be moving. I try to be stagnant as little as possible. And if I can blend every single position, that was the success. And, they'll be like, that's fucking stupid. I can stand here and I can blast these targets way faster than you're going to shoot them leaving. And I'm like, well, you're correct. I'm shooting them slower than you're going to be shooting them stationary, but I just gained 7 yards on you.
Yeah.
That you're not going to get back.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, well, I'm going to make that up when I blast this down. And I'm like, no, listen. You're going to be, say there's 5 targets. And we're starting there, and there's a way to start inside to outside, walking backwards. Say you start on one side, you got 10 yards to the left side.
Yeah.
Right? You got to get to the left side to end. And you can see the inside target, and then as you're backing up, you can see the other 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to open up to this one, shoot it, and then I'm going to start shooting those backing up. My splits may be 25s on those, 25s, 30s. Yours may be 10s. My transitions are going to be about the same as yours, 18 to 25s. But the only difference is, I'm losing, say, 0.15 per target on just the splits. Transitions are going to be the same, 0.15. So you gained, what was that, 0.6 of a second? You think you're going to be able to get 7 yards in 0.6 of a second?
Nah, exactly.
Fuck no. You're not even going to be able to get a yard.
Yeah.
Most people can't exit their position in 0.6.
Yeah. Agreed.
So it's but splits get chicks. You're right.
Exactly. They do.
But it was so funny because I would have those guys would be trying to talk me off my stage plan so hard. Just no, you don't understand. You're making a stupid decision. That's so fucking dumb. And then comes time to shoot the stage and I'm a second and a half faster. And they're like, well, yeah, I had a little bit of trigger freeze, and they're making excuses. I fumbled my reload, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know where the time was, buddy.
I do have something. Sorry, as we're sitting here thinking or talking about all this stuff. Seeing arrays for PCC shooters. That Max Legrandis taught me to see arrays. I shoot arrays now. I don't shoot targets. That was another big thing for me as a PCC shooter. I just shot targets as I saw them, right? It didn't matter. And that's from static shooting, right? I just shot targets. But once you see arrays, I think that was a huge change. I made GM and I shot targets. And I was a GM that shot arrays after I shot with Max. And I felt like my ability to shoot competition skyrocketed for me personally.
Yeah.
Once I started seeing arrays and how to blend those arrays from one set of arrays to another set of arrays, I think that was where I was like, oh, I can actually compete against people. Like,
that was a big light bulb for me too.
Yeah.
First time I ever took a JJ class.
Yeah.
First time I ever took a JJ class, and he went over blending positions and seeing the array, seeing the targets as a collection of targets being an array. Whoosh.
Yeah, exactly.
Once I learned that, and I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me I don't have to just stand in one spot, blast targets, move to the next spot, and blast targets? Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's no way that's going to be faster, right?
Yeah. Nope.
Simultaneous activities. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to beat up some things for guys that are lower, like PCC shooters, newer PCC shooters. Awesome book to use. Here's my cheat code. This is literally how I'm doing all my nationals training right now. Freaking range time.
Range time
by Max Michel. Like, I think people think that pistol shooting and PCC shooting and or rifle shooting and pistol shooting is different. It's not different. It's the same thing. Bullets are coming out of freaking barrels.
Still pulling the trigger.
Still pulling the trigger. Like, my whole nationals prep right now. Like, and I've got, I don't know how many more days of dry fire, but I've got 11 more days of training. And I'll see, like, we shot 2 to 3 days ago. Me and the guy that I train with, we put down like 1,200 rounds apiece. And literally my whole training plan for nationals coming out of that book right there. I mean, there are a few other things, but I mean, I am just changing what Max Michel is putting out for pistol shooting, and I am adapting it for PCC shooting. So I start with recoil management. We work on some types of draws, transitions. What else? Yeah, I'm just trying to remember everything. But we do movement. We do shooting and movement, shooting barricades. So we literally do one part of his book one part of each book, or each chapter of the book for every training session we do to prep for nationals. So It's just, I think, get a good book for the PCC shooters that want to learn. Go get some good training. It doesn't have to be Max. Max is amazing. It doesn't have to be Josh Fralick. Josh Fralick's amazing. But it doesn't have to be Zach Smith. You don't have to get training from those guys. You can go out and find other PCC shooters that are amazing.
Not only that, dude, take your PCC to a pistol class, dude. Like JJ and Max and Charlie Perez and fucking Tim Herron, all those guys will still train you. Like, you think just because those guys pull one type of trigger, they don't know how to pull all of them? You just think because they know how to move with one type of gun, they don't know how to move with all of them. The guys are fucking studs. Dude, they shoot PCC too. If you think they don't, you're fucking crazy. Yeah. I know for a fact they've all picked up PCCs and played with it. Not only just to do it for fun, but they want to know how to teach those guys. So they're going to pick up some rifles and learn how to work with a rifle too.
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Now those rifle shooters like Maxley Grandis, Zach Smith, fucking Joe Farewell, Josh Fralick, they're premier, right?
Yeah.
But once you run out of that list, take some classes from a pistol guy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, see, shooting opens helped him shoot PCC 100% more than PCC helped him shoot open.
What? I didn't see that one.
He said shooting opens helped him shoot PCC 100% more than PCC helped him shoot open.
Who was that from?
PS Photog.
I didn't see that one.
He's a guy from Ely. He's legit, but he's a pretty good open shooter, and he shoots PCC. Yeah. And going from open to PCC, there's a lot of things you can translate there.
Yeah.
Tom Castro's legit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I have not taken. I've not taken her class. I've seen it, but I have not taken it. It's precision.
You taking a Kitabusi movement class? No, but I am going to set something up. So if you want to come down for that, I'm currently in the room you'll be staying in.
Okay.
I'm 5 minutes from the range. I got all the alcohol and all the fun goodness. But yeah, I'm going to be setting up a Kitabusi class out here in Houston pretty soon after nationals. So I had planned on this year having a different high-level trainer out here every quarter to just do a class with me and like 3 other of my homies. Just a high level class. Like, cut the noise out. We're all monsters. We want to learn how to be world beaters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kita's on the list. That quickly turned into, hey, maybe we should wait till after nationals. Because a lot of guys this year was kind of weird. You know, back and forth with COVID, no COVID, and work and no work, and you know, World Shoot on and off. And a lot of those trainers that I was trying to bring down here were training for World Shoot, and we're like, no, sorry, we can't. And then now they're like, oh yeah, we're good. And I'm like, bro, it's like a month away. So starting in December, which December out here is like 50 degrees.
Amazing.
Starting in December, I'm going to start doing that. And you should definitely jump in on that. That'll be a good one.
Okay. Yeah, man. Let me know. I'll be out in Arizona again from end of November to December, jumping out of airplanes again. So, if I have the weekends off, I'm down to travel.
And we may go to those people. I don't know yet. So maybe that may be something where I set something up in Arizona with one of those trainers that's based out of Arizona, because there is 1, 2, 3 in Arizona that are legit that we want to do a class with. So maybe while you're down there, me and I know Mike Stoker's close by in Vegas, a couple dudes in New Mexico that are going to be there. Maybe we just set something in Arizona while you're down there.
Yeah, man, that'd be dope. I'll have my
We'll figure it out. Hell yeah. But let's get into some fun shit.
Okay.
I want to hear your opinion on Mike's always down to train. You see that? Mike knows me and him have been talking about this for a while, and it took a while to come to fruition. And I got all the people on board, and then World Shoot being on and off kind of fucked us over, and then some other stuff. He's going to bring a dot gun. What? Looking for the flying pigs. Jesus Christ. But I want to hear your opinion on who you think is going to win each division in nationals. And low cap has already happened, so we're going to do low cap of next year, and we'll do high cap this year. So we're going to start with CO.
Okay, CO. All right. So I want my boy Nick Whalden. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. He wrote earlier. I want him to win just because he's a freaking beast. I met him last year at Area 4. We shot with him.
Did we?
Yeah, man. Dude,
Nick, hit me up, dude.
And we shot with him. I want to see him win. I love watching his progress, like from last year till now. I think he's another like just huge up and comer, like crushing the game. But I also think Max Michel, maybe, yeah. So
kind of hard to bet against that guy.
Yeah, kind of hard to bet against him. I got to throw out my boy Trevor Barber. Like I would love to see him just crush it and win.
Yeah.
But
I haven't heard much from that guy.
There's
Nick Walden.
And he's on the Super Squad this year. What's up, bro?
Nick, send me a DM so I can follow your page, bro. We'll make this shit happen.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't heard a lot from Trevor. Dude, Barber was going hard there for a minute. Like last year, I saw him every day. I haven't seen much out of him this year.
And he was at North Carolina State. I was able to catch up with him. Like I was able to run over in between stages, video one of his stages, and like tag him in a post. I love watching him shoot, man.
He's a hell of a shooter, man.
Yeah,
he's an athlete.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But I haven't seen him much. I mean, he's doing a lot of work with his business, teaching people to shoot. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, super awesome to watch those guys dethrone the champ.
Yeah, I would love to see it, but I don't. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Be hard, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I hear a rumor fluttering around that Christian may shoot CO.
I believe it.
I cannot confirm or deny those allegations, and I'm sure after I say this on the podcast, he's probably going to DM me and be like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
I was going to keep that secret, or hey, I don't give a shit, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Is JJ doing it too?
Yeah. I think JJ is probably going to shoot carry optics, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good battle. Oh, see, Tim is in the know. He's not going to do it. Okay, he's not going to do it this year.
Okay.
Yeah. JJ is always in, no matter whatever division JJ decides to shoot. He's probably going to be in the top 3.
Exactly, 100%. If he ever shows up to a PCC match, I'm going to kneecap him. All right, just be scared, right? JJ.
Yeah, be scared, JJ. Yeah, JJ's the type of guy I don't think. Me and you are totally different.
Yeah.
But I would not want to have to get in a wrestling match with that fucking savage.
Oh man, doesn't mean that my fighting capabilities, just because I'm a Green Beret, doesn't mean that I could fight.
Well,
not saying I can't, but
yeah. I mean, we know you can, but JJ's that's a strong son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
JJ got his carry ups lined up, so I figured he would.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. JJ is going to be up there in the mix. I think that if anyone has a chance of dethroning Max Michel, it's going to be JJ or Casey or possibly Nils.
Yeah. Nils. Yeah. Totally forgot about Nils.
Jacob Hetherington's picking up a carry optics gun. He's been shooting it for a while. He's starting to figure it out. He could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But in the end, man, it's hard to bet against Max Michel.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. That dude. Yeah.
Till he loses, man. I mean, fuck. He's never even lost a match with a carry optics gun. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
He's overall area matches with one.
Yeah.
Woo! Kind of hard. But we'll quit beating that dead horse. All right, so PCC.
PCC, I'm going to go with Max. That's my boy, obviously. Everybody knows that I freaking love Max.
Obviously, you would love to win it, but you're not going to say yourself.
No, I'm not going to say myself. No, I'm not. So
I think you have a chance.
So I have goals. Like, I had goals already set for this year. I wanted to take third in every area match, which already has failed. I wanted to win every state match, which has already failed, but I did win North Carolina. My goal for PCC this year is to make Super Squad for 2022. So I want to
you'll do that.
I want to take 2010. I mean, I got to take top 10.
You'll do that.
We'll see. I'm just going to go in there. My hardest thing for me is having a good time. When I have a good time, I shoot good. If I have a bad time, or if I come in there with like too much of my military mentality, I will shoot shitty and I'll fuck something up. So,
I shoot better when I'm having fun.
Exactly.
Which, if you've ever shot with me, you know if I'm not having fun, I will make myself have fun. I will put the fucking joy in that squad, whether y'all like it or not. Dude, I think top 10 for you is very, very doable. I mean, barring some catastrophic issue,
which I've been having a lot lately,
which happens, and I see you. I think honestly, if you shoot your match, there could be an upset in dethroning Leah Grandis. I think you have the ability. I do. I think you have the ability. Especially Max just shot Area 4, and when's the last time you seen Max drop 7% or 6% or whatever, 5% to Christian with an open gun?
Yeah. Right.
And this was a PCC friendly match, bro. A lot of far targets,
really? Okay.
A lot of blending positions. I mean, it was made for PCC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did tell me he saw you out there. So
yeah, I saw him out there. Freaking dude's a savage. I love them to death. Yeah, I'm super. Dude, I'm always gonna root for Leah Grandis, and I think he is the PCC GOAT.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's gonna be. Like I said, he's the same as Max. Until he's dethroned, I'm not going to bet against him. But I think you have a good chance. I think you have a good chance of. Shaking some shit up. Yeah. I think you'll be in the top 3.
I appreciate that, man. But I'm just gonna do my best.
Don't giggle. I've seen you shoot. Come on now,
Man. But real quick on PCC shooters, man, you got Zach Smith, right? You got
Monster.
Marco, you got JR.
Marco Cole. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Justine.
Justine. Yes,
Yeah.
you are correct. You are correct. There are some savages, but I've also seen the stages for nationals, and there's some movement in there, bro.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that will hopefully save me.
There's some movement. Now, there are some standard stages where, I mean, you get somebody like Max or Justine who are just trigger rippers.
Yeah.
They might have a good chance at stealing some points from you, but Grant Kunkel, is he going to shoot PCC nats? I don't know. I know he's a monster at Steel Challenge, but
I heard he is shooting. Yes. He is shooting.
It'd be interesting to see if he translates that to this game pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, so open shooters.
Yeah, give it to me.
Open shooters. All right. I mean,
you can kind of hard. It's fine. I'm the obvious choice.
Yeah, of course. No. I don't mean that in any disrespect.
No, dude, for real. Come on now.
Christian Saylor. I want to see like the battle between him and JJ. I obviously don't know the drama in this sport. Okay, but I know there's drama. This is real quick. Shooting is the right wing side of skydiving. The drama between in this sport is just as bad as skydiving. But I don't know the drama. I've just heard rumors about the drama. But I don't know Christian. Josh takes lots of classes from Christian Curtis. Yep. Sorry, and they hang out a lot. I know JJ. I met JJ. Excuse me. Met JJ. So like for me, I'm like, yeah, go JJ, just because he's older, right? I'll be rooting for JJ. But man, Christian's on a roll, man. Like every time I see that, I mean, what you did? Area 4 flew to Georgia, won Georgia on top of it. Like, man, dude, just could shoot. It just doesn't matter the conditions. Like, oh, I got to fly across the country at 4 a.m. and go shoot another.
After shooting all day the day before.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this ain't an old man's game. It's a young man's game. And and when you got somebody like Christian Saylor, I think that's just, yeah, exactly. He is a cyborg, and that's all there is to it.
Man, if you've listened to this show, you know that JJ is my homie.
Yeah.
And I love KC, right? I've shot with KC and hung out with KC, and KC's good people, and it always seems to be those three up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I just shot with Christian.
Yeah.
Shot with him, shot against him at A1, shot against him at A4.
Mm-hmm.
Got to shoot with him at A4. He is on a different plane of existence right now.
Okay. Yeah.
He is now, keep in mind, I've shot with KC, I've shot with JJ, I've shot with all those guys, I've shot with Max, I've shot with like the best in the US multiple times, and I've shot with all of them a lot, and I've seen them at their best. I've seen them at their perceivable, like, mediocre, right?
Yeah.
What they would consider mediocre.
Yeah.
And I've never shot with someone who did what I just watched.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever gone through an entire match like that and literally perceivably without breaking a sweat and like just chilling shot that fucking good.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even hard. Like it seemed like he was just having a leisurely stroll with the homies.
That's the goal in life, to be at that level.
Dude, he at every single point was in full control of that match.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
And to the point of, let me tell you how much of a threat he does not think I am. He's coaching me through this match. He asked me, he was like 3 stages in, he's like, yo, bro, you want some help? And not that I was shooting bad. I was shooting, a decent match. And he wasn't doing it to be a dick. He was just like, hey, I see something in your game that would make you a better shooter. Do you want to know about it, or do you want me to just fuck off type deal, right? Like, hey, I see something. I think you're like, me and him are homies. So, but he had never done that to me before, where he's like, yo, you're doing something that you need to change right now.
Yeah.
And he like literally coached me through that match and like really told me like, hey, before nationals, when you get home, you need to do X, Y, and Z, period. And you are going to be at least 5% better leading into nationals. And I was like, hell yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. And this is, you're right. This is not his final form. The dude's getting better and better. He is a fucking cyborg, and he is the closest thing I've watched Eric shoot for the last couple of years on Instagram and looked up every YouTube video and talked to people about him and like the mystique around that guy. This is, I think, the closest anyone's ever going to get to him.
Yeah. Shooting with somebody like that can just be okay with doing that. That's okay with like on the set, just being like, here you go, bro. Like, here, be better. Like that. I think that's where like true athletes come from.
Bro.
It's not just a game anymore at that point in time. He can give you every tip in the book and still,
just throttle you.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, hey man, here you go. Here's everything.
Bro, me, Aaron Edens, Dexter Bradley, Shane Coley, John Browning, Jacob Hetherington. That's a lineup, dog. We're sitting there. We're sitting there all shooting stages, and we're all like pretty close in time, all of us, right? Like me, Dexter, and Aaron are like shooting a stage, and we're like talking before, like, man, I think this stage is going to be X amount of seconds, right? Because you can kind of break it down. We're like, hey, this stage is going to be 16 if we don't hit it right, 15 if we hit it balls, right?
Yeah.
And we're all in the 15 to 16 range. And keep in mind, Christian has not set a number yet. And we're like, what do you think it's going to be? And he was just like, I think it's like a 13, 14-second stage. And we're like, get the fuck out of here, bro. What does he do? Shoots in like 13.9.
Yeah. Well,
with two Charlies or some shit. And we're like, God damn it. What are we doing here? Like, it was pretty apparent, like 5 stages in, like, me and Aaron and Dex were like, well, we're out of this match.
Yeah.
Like, we're all shooting for second here. Like, what are we doing?
You guys want a beer? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I think Aaron even said it at one point. He was like, I'm fucking out of this match. Like, what? Like, I don't give a shit. Like, well, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about a risky stage plan. And he's like, I'm fucking out of it. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I'll fucking send it.
Yeah, I'll fucking send it. I think he ended up coming in second in open anyway, so he did really, really good. But dude, Aaron and Dexter are studs.
Are you talking Aaron Edens?
Aaron Edens.
Yeah.
He's on the AMU now. I mean, those two guys are fucking studs.
Yeah.
And
I remember when he got picked up. He was out here.
Yeah.
Super
Bro.
muscle. Yeah.
Christian rolled over us. And then he leaves us and flies overnight, catches an early morning flight, flies into Georgia and puts like 7% on KC Eusebio.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
3 weeks before nationals. Like, KC's in prep. KC now and KC at nationals are not going to be that different. I mean, can we agree on that? You're not going to magically find 7% in 3 fucking weeks. And sorry, I'm playing with a golf club here.
Oh, you're good, man.
I'm so ADHD.
Oh, me too.
And Casey might have had a bad match. I don't know how Casey shot, and Casey's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah.
He could have had a bad match. None of us really know, and he's not going to come out and say it like, "Oh, hey, I fucked up," right?
Yeah.
But that's got to tickle your undercarriage getting that amount of percentage dropped on you right before you leave for nationals.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. Limited shooters, because we're beating the dead horse on Christian Saylor. Shane Coley.
Yeah. Shane Coley.
Yeah, that's my guess.
He's in good form, bro.
Yeah.
He's in good form. Do you see how many area matches he won this year?
No, I'm guessing all of them.
Like 4 or 5.
The ones that he went to, yeah.
Yeah, like 4 or 5. Like, he crushed it this year. He's in good form. I just shot with him. He's looking savage.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
As expected.
Yeah. I also shot with John Browning a couple times this year at area matches.
Shit. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah. Browning's always a threat. I think Browning and Shane are going to duke it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mason's been focusing a lot on carry optics. I don't see him coming back out and dark horsing a limited win again.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. He's an amazing shooter, but I hope these guys don't take anything I say personal. If they do, fuck them.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be Shane and Browning battling it out. But my dark horse pick is going to be the same as it was last year, Gianni Giordano.
Okay.
If Gianni connects and doesn't let his youth outshadow his experience, then he'll be a beast.
Justine.
Nils, fuck, I forgot about Nils.
Yeah. Justine's in here. Hi, Justine.
Justine.
I secretly admire your shooting, but at the same time, I have to pretend like I just like you all the time. Okay, just tell me.
Yeah. Justine, listen, I'm an open guy. You shoot open too. We're all gonna pretend like we hate you, but you're like one of our favorite people. Let's be real.
Yeah.
No, I just saw Justine. We were hanging. Yeah, I scared the shit out of Justine at Area 4.
So
she was in a group talk. She was in a group talking with everybody. I walked up behind her. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh."
So her sister was. I confused her for her sister out at Area 8, and also all the guys were like, "Yeah, I'm like, I'm doing good," and they're like, "Yeah, until tomorrow when Justine shoots," and I was like, "Yeah," and then I saw her and she was coming over to watch the stage that we were getting ready to shoot, and I looked at her and it was her sister, and I was just like, "Yeah, you," and it's like made a scowling face at her, and she was just like, "What? Who are you?" Type of deal. I'm like, "Oh,
why are you yelling at me with your eyes?
You're the wrong person. I'm so sorry." Yeah. Oops. Oops. Anyways.
Yeah. Getting back to Justine she's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
She's a monster.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's the exception of getting beat by a teenage girl. It's only okay when she does it.
So real quick, just on that, just because we brought it back up. When I said that earlier, I told my teammates, go look her up. Every single one apologized to me afterwards. They're like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, she can shoot." And I'm like, "Yeah, motherfuckers." Like,
I've had buddies who aren't in the shooting world be like, "Bro, you lost to a girl?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dog, you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
Okay. That's like losing in an amateur drag racing event to fucking Danica Patrick or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here. John Force's daughter just happened to pull her Chevelle out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, chill out, bro.
Yeah.
But Nils, somebody said Nils up here. Nils, I have confirmed that Nils is going to be shooting a major gun at Limited Nationals. So I think it's gonna be between John, Nils, and Shane. But my pick is gonna be Nils or Shane.
Yeah.
I think John, I don't know. I'm stuck between those three. I'm gonna go with those three. I'm not gonna pick one. I love them all too much.
Yeah.
I also don't want all three of them to whoop my ass at one point.
Yeah.
Show up to nationals and they're like, "You didn't pick me, bitch," and I get hit in the head with something.
Just see how it plays out.
Everyone has had to explain that. You don't understand. Yeah. Justine, everyone's had to explain why losing to a girl is okay whenever it's you. It's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be tight with them three, dude.
Man, I wish I could stay out there and like just watch Open Nationals. Like, I would love to stay out there.
Yeah, man, you don't want to hang around and watch me shock the world.
Man, I would love to, bro. I would just go follow you around like puppy dog. You want me to carry your magazines around for you? Load them up for you?
Carry around my just released brand new Atlas 170s.
Exactly, those.
Hashtag link in my bio.
Yeah.
No, shameless plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it would be legit. I think I'm gonna come out maybe a little early and watch the end of CO and PCC.
Okay.
The last day, like come out there for the last day, just get to see the homies.
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. Come hang out. I'll be there till Tuesday.
Hell yeah. I might have to make that happen.
Yeah, bro. Let's see. What else, man? What else can we talk about?
That's all the high cap divisions, right?
Yeah, that's all I think.
All
Bro.
right. Did we even give a shit about low cap?
No. Okay. Here's what I want to bring up, man. 100. Oh shit! You know who else we forgot is X-Ray Alpha shooting CO.
X-Ray Alpha.
His name's Matt. His tag is X-Ray Alpha.
Well, now I got to look up another person,
bro. Talk about a bad motherfucker. That's a bad motherfucker.
Dude, there's a lot of dudes just sitting in the wings that not a lot of people know about,
bro. And then Slevin, who was on here earlier, his name is Josh. Man, low cap. He is 100% like he's a master production shooter. I don't care. I obviously am always going to pick. No offense to everybody else, but my military bros, like 100%. I would rather watch my boy Slevin freaking dry fire reload than I would rather, no offense JJ, than watch JJ shoot. Yeah, like Whoa. that's where I'm at with like certain shooters. Like I think that just an understatement of like just being a bad motherfucker on just in general life, and then on top of it, being out there and just wrecking house as a freaking master production shooter, because that's a lost art in general. I think I think production will probably be a thing of the past and sometime in the future.
Not if they just go to low cap irons.
Okay, or low cap irons.
They should make it. They should combine single stack and production and make it in limited 10 and make it low cap irons.
Okay.
One division to rule them all.
One division.
We don't need all. Yeah, we don't need it. And then same like you can do like I think production needs to go to a high cap division. I think you need. What's the most popular gun pistol sold in the U.S.? A high cap striker fired iron sight gun.
I don't even want to guess right now. Let me tell you. Glock.
No. I'm saying that's what it is. It's a 15 to 18 round.
Yeah.
Full size 9mm iron sight production gun.
Yeah.
So why don't we have a division that caters to that?
True.
Just saying. But then again, what the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
I just get yelled at by people.
Exactly right. I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know the rules. I just know gun points in that direction, pull trigger in that direction.
Yeah. I think we go to low cap irons and then high cap irons.
Okay.
Minor and major. So limited and then production minor style shooting, but with full mags, so people can load up 15, 18 rounds and have at it. Communist states and mag capacity. Yeah, for real. Production and limited 10 are just for commie states. Like, can we establish that?
Yeah.
Like, all you New York and California people are fucking it up for the rest of us. We'll still have provisional divisions for those areas that they can shoot in a local match, right? Yeah. But at major matches, like, we're cutting that shit the fuck out of there.
I'm going to stop you real quick. Let's talk about the whole reason what brought me onto this podcast. PCC reloads.
Yeah, that is it. We talked about limiting capacity to 30 rounds for PCC. So on 32 round stages, you motherfuckers have to reload.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I want to put out with that. I'm going to argue. I know we're already determined that we're just bullshitting, but I think people are being serious.
Like, I got a lot of hate for that one. A lot of hate mail.
But a lot of people,
death threats. Couple hope your fucking car crashes into a wall.
Fuck, man, that's gangster.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people, there are a lot of people that are serious about it. I mean, fuck, man, you want me to reload? All right, man, I'll reload. Like I have no problems doing reloads. That's like something I actually, slow you down it's not. I don't think that's going to slow me down. I think that. Like, the biggest issue is, like, unless you have Max Legrandis at a match, we're not going to win freaking high overall. It's not going to happen. maybe, a Max or Justine. Like, okay, if they're not there, oh well, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, like, because I don't shoot the same. Like, long course, yeah, I'm gonna beat you. Short course, you're gonna beat me. Medium course, it's up in the air. Fuck it, who cares?
I have an interesting thought.
Yeah.
When people try to push rules like that, right? And I said it as a joke, right?
Yeah,
I was just fucking around, right?
Exactly, Justine.
Yeah, Justine is doing what, but here's the thing: a rule like that, right? A rule like limiting PCC capacity.
Yeah.
Who does that affect? It's not going to affect you.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect GMs. It's not going to affect M's.
Yeah.
Who's it going to affect? It's going to affect the heart and soul of the sport.
Yeah.
The D's and C's and B's and A's.
Yeah.
The guys who are doing it for fun. They want to shoot PCC because they want to know that they can load a fucking mag, go out and have 50 rounds and blast through a stage and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same thing as golf. Like, this sport's similar to golf in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
Golf is trying to change the rules because you got guys like Bryson DeChambeau driving 417 yards on par fours and driving the green in one, right? Yeah. So they're going, oh, fuck, we got to change the rules to make sure that guys like this don't exist. So you change the rules and you limit the length of the shaft and you limit the ball characteristics and all. Who the fuck? He's going to find a way to keep doing that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's still going to fuck everyone's world up on the tee box.
Yeah.
But now you just fucked over old Joe Blow over here.
That's trying to learn.
That's trying to learn the game, that now has to go get his driver reshafted and got to go buy new balls and has to. It's a bullshit thing that really doesn't. It screws over us good old middle of the road nobodies.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely does screw over just the middle of the road nobodies. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No. I mean, hey, that as the ex-president, put it, that's what we are, So.
Oh gosh, sorry. I just got stared at for making a whole bunch of messes, but another thing is like Mike's like major. Am I still here? Okay. Major power factor PCC. What's up? Let's make it even, guys. Come on. I shoot major power factor almost every freaking match.
So I thought about that, and there's two ways we can go about this, right? Major power factor, for one, is fucking stupid. Can we all agree on that? It's fucking dumb. It was created in the 80s when people were shooting open 45.
Okay.
And now that we have open 9 and open 38, it's a useless fucking thing. 165 power factor is dangerous no matter what you shoot.
Yeah.
I think that we need to drop the power factor to 145 personally for major. And then 124 for minor. 124 to 144 for minor and 145 and up for major. But as far as PCC goes, until Justine just said that, I didn't have a good answer, but minor PCC gets 42 rounds and major PCC gets 32 rounds. That could be a good way to do it.
That actually sounds dope. I actually really like that.
Yeah. Or we just get rid of major power factor altogether. Everything is the same scoring and go.
Yeah.
Because, listen, an open gun is still going to be an advantage whether you're shooting major or minor.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Period.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to I'm so technologically, well, obviously I can't speak right now. I'm just retarded when it comes to technology. Anyways, yeah, I 100% agree with that. Bullet's a bullet. Let's just play all the same rules. Make people even better.
Yeah. See, Mike and Joseph both work for premier competition shooting ammo companies. Mike is the president of Super Bell. And Joseph works for Ely and Kilo, and two elite exclusive, not exclusive. They make all kinds of ammunition, but they are high end competitive ammunition companies, and both of them are like fuck major power factor. So if the guys who make the ammo are saying fuck major power factor, why are we sitting over here even discussing it?
Yeah, no, I agree. But at the same time. Hold on. I've never actually shot an open gun in a match. I had an open gun that I let Josh use at Area 4 last year. Yeah. But
and it broke, and I had to give him mine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that one broke too. After that match, I was like, I'm never dealing with open ammo. I'm just not doing it.
Open
and he's
would
tired
be a
of
whole
pressure
lot
testing
more
ammo
fun.
after guns blow up. So I'd just rather everybody gets 5, 3, and 1 points. You know?
Yeah, I think it would make the sport more understandable for everybody and just better.
Hey, Beam, you can call it whatever you want, buddy.
A front man bun.
Yep.
Call it a front bun.
Yep.
It's glorious. I dig it.
Yeah, man. It's pretty short right now, though.
Yeah. It looks like the area between my ass and balls.
Yeah, exactly, man.
My
the taint. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. Oh man, you gotta let me talk. I want to throw. You're right, Beam. It is a crutch, man. Just because I'm a military guy, I want to throw out some great military shooters. So if you guys aren't following them, one, obviously follow Eric Torres from freaking Memorial 3 Gun, and we can continue on, doing whatever we want after this. But Slevin, follow Slevin. He was on here earlier. Just look him up. Slevin show up as a blackface. Not blackface as a blackface, but a black drawing on a white background. And Josh Curtis and X-Ray Alpha, and finally Matt Kalish. If you guys follow those dudes, man, pump those dudes up, man. And freaking RJ McCoy. Those guys, man, those military shooters. If you can push them, you want to hang out with some freaking bad motherfuckers. Okay? Bad motherfuckers. You follow those dudes, go shoot with those dudes, and they're just a great bunch of people to be around. Go follow them. If you have a second. Sorry. We'll plug.
No,
I had to throw away
dude.
there.
No, plug away, dude. Plug away. I dig it. Go follow those guys, man. Mm-hmm. Send me that list, and I'll throw it up on my story when I announce this podcast episode.
Okay, cool. I've got a whole list of things to talk
Keep
about.
going.
Too. All right, so
keep going. Let's fucking rock and roll.
All right, so man, I have my list of my favorite shooters. All right, so PCC, obviously Max, Zach, Marco, JR, freaking. Obviously, if you're not following them, you need to follow them. Open shooters, JJ, Sailor, and who we didn't talk about is Tilly again. We forgot to bring up Tilly when we were talking about open shooters because Tilly's made it a comeback. When I first
I haven't seen a whole lot of Tilly.
Yeah, man, he's 100%. He beat JJ at was it Area 8? Might have been Area 8. I can't remember. It was one of the area matches. He beat JJ. He's been making a comeback. Obviously, Chris Tilly's OG.
Chris Tilly's legendary. Yeah,
exactly.
Youngest national champion. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah. CO, Max Michelle. We were talking about Trayvon Barber and Nick, as we saw. Freaking definitely go follow Joe Farewell. If you can take a class, go take a class from Joe Farewell. I definitely can't wait to go take another class from him. Female PCC shooters. Justine's in here again. Go follow her.
Beast mode.
I absolutely hate seeing her practice every time because I'm just it just tears me apart inside. And then
she was doing an open practice today.
She was.
I was fuck. Now I got to go pick up my open gun because I don't want to get my ass beat by a girl again.
I was really hoping that maybe she would just drop out of PCC nats and just shoot open nats, but obviously that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
So there's another female PCC shooter from out here, Jess Dorian. Just a bad ass shooter, 100%. Her dad, I think, is the match director for RPS. I'm not 100% sure, but she is the person that I go against here in North Carolina. And then Lena, obviously.
Another legend.
Yeah, another legend. I haven't seen much of her. She's shooting, obviously.
Oh, we lost some audio here.
Yep.
There he is. Now you're back.
Yep. I'm back. I haven't seen her much lately. She's been doing a lot of stuff with Black Rifle Coffee Company lately. We'll see what happens.
She's been doing a lot of social media stuff, a lot of building the brand stuff.
Yeah.
She's still shooting, I would probably guess.
Yeah.
But she's building that brand up.
Yeah. 100% building the brand up. which
Yep.
good on her.
Yeah, man. Shit. I'd give my left nut to go hang out with those Black Rifle guys.
Yeah, I've hung out with them a couple times.
Yeah, I know you've been around them.
Yeah, they're good people, man. Good people. I got a couple friends that have got hooked up with the jobs over there that work for them now, and they do their social media stuff. Other Green Berets, actually. Green Berets I came up with. Yeah, man. Those are like my shooters, man. Those are who I freaking pay attention. I like wrote it down before we sat down here. I'm like, who do I need to freaking put out there? I'm like, all right, who are the shooters? Gotta throw it out to my boy Tango, Tango Nuke, another awesome dude. My training partner. We train at his little range, our little secret range. He is my partner. Awesome dude. Train with. Who else, man? Like, I think who else like really shoots that I trained with a lot now. But Beam, obviously, if you haven't followed Matt Beam, follow him. He's always doing something for the military. Always.
Dude, that guy is always doing some shit.
Always. Like, to the point that it annoys me, Matt. No, just joking.
I know, and he always has cool shit to give away, like that Apex 10.
Exactly. 100% go follow. I'm on beer number 4, guys, by the way. That's a lot for me. I don't drink.
Beer number 4? You gotta bump those numbers up,
I know. Bro. Rookie numbers.
I started with a Yeti full of whiskey, and it's getting towards the end here.
Cheers. Memorial 3-gun. Like we talked about it earlier, but seriously, go follow it, guys. The Memorial 3-gun match is October. Shoot, hold on. 9th and 10th, or 8th, 9th, and 10th. 8th, 9th, and 10th. So if you're out here in North Carolina, you want to go out, just go hang out, freaking watch, freaking big time shooters. Joe Fair will be out there. All the 3-gunners will be out there. If you guys
I'm super upset I'm missing that one.
Yeah, I'm only going to be out there for Sunday and help work on Sunday.
I was going to try to make it, but with me taking off, Area 4 last weekend, and then North Texas Open this upcoming weekend, and then I got like 2-week break before I leave for like 8 days for nationals.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time off.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I did say I was going to shoot some 3-gun. All right, guys. I did say that at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It did not work out that way. Not by choice, just scheduling got kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But I am doing the I think Max Leograndis's 2-gun match, I think in like December or whenever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then after nationals, I'm just gonna legit go find a 3-gun match somewhere near me and just go show up and see what happens.
What else are you gonna shoot, man?
What else am I gonna shoot?
Because I've only known you to shoot open. What other guns do you shoot? I only shoot PCC. I've already got plans for next season too.
I started in limited.
Okay, so did I.
I shot in limited and then went to open and never looked back. I am gonna dabble in some PCC.
Okay, all right,
here and there. Not competitive, not like for competitive nature. I'm just gonna. I saw the Dissident PCC.
Okay, you wanted it.
Yeah, I wanted one.
Yeah,
and I'm terrible. Once I get my eye on something, I just fucking do it.
Oh, me too.
So I'm gonna have to find somewhere to break that bitch out and have some fun. I'll shoot a little bit of PCC at some local matches just to shake some shit up. I was gonna shoot carry optics nats this year. I am gonna shoot carry optics nats next year, and I'm gonna also shoot. Like I shot limited 10 nats this year. I shot some different shit.
Yeah, you did.
Mainly just to do it. I want to see the Nats schedule for next year. I'm hoping it's like 9 days of nationals where it's back to back to back like it was before.
Yeah.
That would be legit because if it is, I'm going to shoot every single nationals.
That'd be dope.
I'll find a way to do it.
If I'm not deployed and that is a thing, I will do it with you. Because
hell yeah,
I 100% want to shoot CO. That's like when I trained all summer. Shitty thing about making G is that everything's limited. So our master below. I've got an awesome limited master thing, and it says 50%, 49 or 50%. I can't remember one of those two. So I'm a master limited shooter. No, so that's
like me. I'm a master CO shooter. I think
Yeah.
A or master, and it's like 40%.
So
because I classified in CO initially.
So I legit like trained all summer long in Africa, like CO. I was 100% gonna come back and like get freaking rated. And like my whole thing is I don't want to be a fucking what you call it, a paper M or anything. Like I don't want to do.
You don't want to be a paper GM or a paper M. Yeah.
No, and but like I trained and I was shooting like a freaking high AA, low M, freaking CO shoot when I came back from Africa. But it didn't work out for me to go get my card or go to an all classifier. But I 100% want to, like, and I think that's like really relevant, obviously, with my job and what I do and how much I'm behind the pistol. Like, I always have a pistol on me, so I want to be able to, like, especially for like training people. Like nobody wants to go. Like, how many people want to go get training from the Issac Hansen PCC? Only PCC shooters want to come shoot with me. No freaking person with a pistol is gonna be like, you know who I want to go get trained by, or train with for pistol shooting is Issac Hansen.
That fucking PCC guy.
That PCC shooter. Yeah. But like, I do know how to run a pistol. I do know how to use it.
Obviously.
Obviously. But so I'm trying to get to that point where people are like, I can be a legit like pistol shooter and be like, oh, Isaac's. Yeah, he doesn't do it often, but he's
fucks.
legit.
He knows what's up.
He fucks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he fucks. Yeah. That's my famous acronym that I always tell people. Like, if somebody asks me, like, "Hey, man, is this dude good?" I'll be like, "Dude, that guy fucks."
Yeah.
That guy fucks.
That guy fucks.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I want to dabble in a few things here and there. Dude, I get so much shit for still being an M. So much shit. Because everybody's like, why are you not a fucking GM? They fucking sandbag. I'm like, no, I'm not sandbagging. I'm staying in M for a reason, because I want to make GM from max performance.
Yeah. That's cool.
That, or they're going to have to fucking make me go to GM.
Which they will
eventually.
I mean?
Yeah, they will. And like, I want to go to GM when I know, like, you're a PCC GM. Usually when you show up to a match, you're going to be somewhere in the top 5 for PCC, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to know that when I show up to a match, regardless of the open shooters there, I'm somewhere in the top 5, no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like I'm close, but we'll see how nationals goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be cheering for you real quick. Hey, Chris JC 94. Yeah. I live in North Carolina, man. I won't give you my address, but I'll tell you I live in North Carolina.
I'll give your address away.
Yeah. Put it out there, buddy.
I don't know your address. Yeah. We're not that good of friends yet.
Oh. Okay, here we go, because this is what everybody's talking about, right? Because I don't know the drama, But who's going to be the freaking president of this freaking organization?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Blake Maguez put something out, or no, JJ put something out this morning about me and Blake Maguez.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was in retaliation, because Blake's been putting out a bunch of shit about Sensei JJ. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah,
all the shit that happened to. I don't know what happened to IDPA Nats. I guess they say JJ swept his leg and got DQ'd for it. I have a hard time believing that JJ swept his leg. I'm just gonna preface this by saying that I have a hard time believing JJ swept himself, just because I've shot with JJ so much. Mm-hmm. But they overturned the DQ.
Yeah.
So obviously, he probably didn't fucking sweep himself.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was just like, I'm a boomer. I'm gonna DQ JJ.
Yeah.
But now there's all this like sweep the leg, Johnny, like Cobra Kai bullshit going on, and they're trying to rope me into it, and I'm like, fuck you guys. I've been in enough drama this year. I'm staying the fuck out of it.
So I met I didn't meet him. Right. What's his name? What's the old president?
Blake Maguez?
No, the old president.
Oh no, Mike Foley. Yeah.
Mike Foley. I saw him at Area 5.
Old Mitch.
I saw him doing what everybody was talking about. I don't give a fuck. Man, that drama. Like he talked shit to you on the old go-kart thing about getting in it, whatever. I know it's not go-kart, but I just find it all funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's super funny.
Mm-hmm.
But so what do you think is going to happen? I mean, what's the changes going to be? Do you think people are going to be able to actually make change, make it better compared to him?
Let me preface this by saying the president can't really change shit.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be the board and the president as a collective.
Yeah.
I do believe that this current board wanted to make a lot of changes and were railroaded previously by the previous administration. Mm-hmm. And that works both ways. I'm not just hanging Mike out here to dry. I'm sure he wanted to make changes that were probably good, and they were like, go fuck yourself, right? But I think now they made it, you can do that without having to cover it back. You just rip away.
Yeah, okay, I can strip away. Right.
Yeah, just rip away at it. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But I think that now that they separated president from CEO, because they did make that change, now there's going to be a CEO, an executive that's going to handle the business side, and then the president that'll handle the board and the directors. I think that there will be some cool shit happening.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to win. I don't even know who all the fuck is running yet. Yeah. I mean, I've heard like 16 people are going to run.
Yeah, I heard that on the podcast.
I don't think that the board is going to allow Foley to run. I don't think they should. If they do, fuck it. I doubt he's going to win again. Yeah. But I don't think he's dumb enough to run again, really.
Yeah.
But I don't really know, man. I think whoever it is has to know that there's got to be some big changes coming. Like people are over low cap.
Yeah.
People are over major power factor. People are over split nationals. People are over production limits for round capacity, right? People are over matches not being streamed. People are over a bunch of shit. People are over our social media. USPSA social media is the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever seen in my life, and we're paying $100,000 a year for it. What?
Sorry.
What? You're good.
Yeah.
Like for $100,000 a year, we could hire a legit social media marketing company to come in and fucking take this bitch to the moon.
Yeah.
It'd be like Dogecoin to the moon.
To the moon.
Like, what are we fucking doing with our lives? Yeah.
Like 100% the marketing not marketing, the live stream. Like, I know he's doing it. I know Bill's trying to stand us, but like I cannot believe I fucking with a company like I like factored in how much it would cost for me to go to every match and what gear I would need to go to every match in the country. Me and Max the Grandest fucking sat and talked about it. Probably like 2 weeks. Like how much it would cost us to start a company to go to every area match and every nationals and to fucking get it out there. It's not that much. Like I could take a loan out for it. Like
I've done all the math.
Yeah. I mean, not even $100,000, like for a group of people. That's excluding travel costs and shit like that. Just freaking the equipment alone. Man, you could put it out there. I guarantee, like my dumb ass would pay $3 a year. $3 a year. Just add on to my fucking USPSA freaking membership and have free access to every match. You did that for every freaking shooter in the freaking country. Be like, oh, $3 a year? Okay, let's do it. I want to be able to watch it. And that alone is going to be able to support and or pay for live feeds to make it an actual sport.
I did the math on it. There's actually a shooter who his job, like he owns a business that live streams meetings for massive companies. And he live streams these meetings from all these different spots across the U.S. and all over the world, like for massive companies. He'll have 15 different countries streamed into this one stream and like runs the production side of it and everything. And he was like, dude, this is a fucking cakewalk being able to stream a USPSA match and do it right. It's a cakewalk.
It is.
I asked him, like, put a number on it. Like, how much would it cost? And he said, for the entire year, if you wanted to stream all 8 area matches plus nationals and maybe a few other ones, so 12 matches, right?
Yeah.
12 matches, travel expenses, everything, all your fees, you're looking at probably $220,000.
Yeah.
And then that number is going to go down after you pay off equipment and everything. But for the first year, $220,000, right?
100%.
If you made it and put it behind a paywall and made it $5 a month, $3 a month, say $3,
yeah.
$3 a month, right? So that's $36 a year per person. You can pay a one-time fee of $30 when you re-up your subscription, right? And you get access to like USPSA behind the whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Right? Behind the range, behind the shooter, whatever the fuck you wanted to call it, right? Mm-hmm. Say we get, because we're not just talking about US shooters here. We're talking about Issac shooters as well. There's going to be a lot of, but say you have 20,000 people watch it, which is not crazy. We have 50 some odd thousand members, plus all the 3-gun guys, plus all the just daily shooters, plus the 100 and some odd thousand Issac people overseas that are going to want to watch it. Yeah. That's $720,000 in profit. Oh yeah. Say it costs you $350,000 after you've paid all expenses and paid for your media coverage and advertising and what have you. That's $370,000 in profit.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing, right? Add this, right? JJ, Sailor, Max, right? Put on a freaking weekly show. Like somebody that wants to pay, you get added in freaking a weekly training session. Them just being video, a live stream. They're like, hey man, this is what I'm training today. Fucking like I'd watch that every and okay, this is that's what he trained first. All right. Let me get on it.
And you could do those shooter exclusives and all that. There's so much you could do with it. Much you could do with it. And here's the thing, like the easy put, people say like, oh, well, you have to cover every bay and every shooter. How are you possibly? No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Let's be real here. The people that are going to watch this, like no offense to
the D class,
the middle of the road nobodies, because apparently I'm one of you, right? Middle of the road, no talent motherfuckers. No offense to us. Nobody comes to see those guys, right? People pay the money. They want to see the super squad guys.
Yeah, they do.
So put all the best guys on there. Now it drives shooters who may be on that fence of like, hey, I want to be good at this. I want to be on the fucking stream. If I got to do that, I got to be good enough to get on the squad that is on the streaming service. Then boom, we hit it, right? There's so many ways to do it.
When I was talking about it with who just popped up, Average, Veteran, and Max Grandis, we were talking about like 3 different sets, right? Have the crew that's following the super squad, and then have 2 guys that are just floating. But all the names, everybody should know the names of every shooter, right? But the super squad is going to be the constant. But in between, while they're resetting, fuck man, let's see who else is shooting. Let's see this fucking C-class shooter. Let's watch him. Like, what could he have done better? And then fuck man, get people on there. They're like watching it from far, be like, reaching out to that dude and be like, hey man, this is what you should have done better. Like, I got it. Some people are like, fuck off, dude, I don't want to listen to you. But like for me, man, I want people to tell me how I can shoot things better. Like that.
Yeah.
You know?
And you do pro-ams too. You can do pro-ams. Like people love, like the most watched golf event is the fucking pro-am event where they bring all the celebrities and all that shit. What is that? My dad's gonna bitch slap me for not knowing this because we just talked about it the other day. But where they bring all the pro athletes in to play with the pro golfers, right? It'd be like a pro-am, dude. That's like people love seeing that shit. They love seeing Pat McAfee fucking duff one 30 feet, and while Tiger Woods is fucking smacking one 3 feet from the hole, and then looks over at Pat McAfee and goes, "Yeah, you fucking suck," you know?
Yeah.
Like you should have probably kicked the ball, you fucking loser. Yeah. Like people love watching that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a way to do it. There's a very smart way to do it.
Yeah.
And Mike knows this. Me and Mike have had this conversation until we're blue in the fucking face.
Yeah. I hope it happens before I get done shooting, you know?
Dude, it will happen before I get done shooting because as Mike well knows, we're very close to, if this ship doesn't start heading in the direction that it needs to go, there's a collective group of people with a nice financial backing that are willing to do their own shit.
Yeah, I expect that. I mean,
listen, bro, we were a nay vote. We were nay votes away from doing it on our own anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we were all, I know about a dozen people with a fuck ton of money and very good ideas who were sitting back watching the last couple months going, hope they make the right decision, because if not, fuck it, we're going off on our own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I see he's got a ship about to be built if needed. Like, it could happen very, very quickly.
I believe it.
And once that happens, like, there's no turning back.
Yeah. What else, man? What else? Do you have any more questions?
Let's do, we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I always love to end the show with your Mount Rushmore of shooting and then your 10 Hall of Fame picks.
What do you mean?
So give me who's on your Mount Rushmore of shooting sports?
Man, that's, for me, like, 100% it's Max, man. Like, for me, like, here's the deal with Max. Right?
Leah Grandis or Michelle?
Leah Grandis, man. I mean,
I figured. Fucking PCC guys, gotta stick together.
Yeah, but still at the same time, that PCC shooter took 16th in freaking nationals last year in Open. Yeah. We don't talk about that. All right?
We don't discuss these.
We don't discuss these things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I actually met Max the first time, he wasn't shooting PCC. He was shooting Open. And
really,
it was that area too. It was actually the first time that I've actually shook hands with him and met him. He shot Open, and he crushed that shit. And to this day, like, how do I put Max? Like, man, if I look at Max, Max is like just literally like the nicest guy ever. And
he really is.
He
like
really is.
Him and his old lady are the best. Linda Turnbull are literally two of my favorite people in shooting sports. Every time I see them, I just smile. I don't know why. They're just such good people.
I'm pretty sure I drive them crazy because I call them all the time. Like, Max.
They have never given me their number. Oh. They are very smart.
Proposed to him already. I already have. I've tried. Lynn won't let it happen. All right? So, like, man, Max, like, I feel like Max is it for everybody for training, just like anybody. But, but, like, when he says something, I'm like, I'm an idiot. I should have done that already. Why am I not doing that yet? I just, like, he connects with me. And he's so calm about everything. He's like, Isaac, stop being so tense.
Super chill.
Like, fuck, Max. You know, like, at the same time, I'm like, you know, angry Isaac, Army Isaac comes out. I'm like, fuck, Max, I'm not tense right now, you know, as I'm freaking fuck
I'm fucking calm.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but every time I talk with him, I learn something. So he is the guy. At the same time, I've told him multiple times, like, my only goal in life is to beat him. You know, like, that is my only goal. My truthful goal this year is to beat Josh Fralick, but that's also personal, like, not because of him. Just a whole nother story. Nothing to do with him personally.
Okay, we got to talk about that at NASA.
Everything. I just want to beat him for some reason. It's just, he's my guy.
It's his fucking face.
No, not at all.
It's not you.
Not
it's your fucking face. All right, who else is on your Mount Rushmore? Okay. You got 3 more.
Okay, 3 more? Man, so I don't want to use PCC. So JJ, I'm going to try to pick one for every. So JJ for Open.
Okay.
Max Michelle for CO.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with, just because I've got a boner for him. Not really. But, you know, production, I'm going to go with Josh frickin' Martin. Yep.
The solid picks. Okay. Solid picks for the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Couple in there that are, like, I never would have thought about.
Okay.
But good picks.
Which
good picks.
Oh, you talk about JJ over?
No. Like Josh Martin.
Yeah.
Like that's a ballsy pick there.
For production.
But I mean, for production,
but that's
he's a good dude. He's a monster.
So he's also
a monster. Yeah.
So,
but like,
you know,
but like that's a choice I wouldn't have thought of. But like, it's a good choice.
Yeah.
But like, it wouldn't have came to mind unless you said it. Like,
so, I mean, like
this is why I love doing these things, is because you hear picks where you're like, "Fuck, I wouldn't have thought about that."
I mean, for me though too, like a lot of these guys, like just because they shoot good doesn't impress me. Like, man, like
you gotta be a good dude.
You gotta be a good dude. One, you gotta be a good dude. Two, my book, like I said in the beginning, man, like my military guys, I'm always going to put them above. And like the guys that have like laid their lives down, like not laid their lives down, but like have given their whole life to a cause, to some type of cause, right? Doesn't mean they agree with whatever the administration is putting out, whether it's a right-wing administration or a left-wing administration.
Yeah.
But like willing to just continue to go out day after day and be like, this is what I'm here. This is what I was put on earth to do.
Job.
Yeah, this is my job. This is what I was put on earth to do. And coming from me,
dig it.
Like Josh Martin, X-Ray Alpha, man.
Dude, he's a savage.
Yeah, Matt. Those two guys right there, like I would go watch them shoot, and I'll listen to them any day over any one of these guys that is a world champion shooter. And, it has nothing to do with them. Like personally, like JJ and Max, like I said, Max is like one of my favorite people. But like, man, those dudes, 100%. I'll go hang out with them over anybody else any day of the week.
But that's why I love doing these things, is because I hear answers where I'm like, fuck, I wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah. But like, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a great pick, but I never would have thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to your Hall of Fame. Your 10, if you could put 10 shooters, whether it be USPSA, 3-gun, whatever, we can even throw IDP gay in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any IDP gay shooters besides like Vogel, but let's hear your 10 first ballot Hall of Famers.
Oh gosh, Jerry Mickwick. I mean,
yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Of course. He should have been in there 50 fucking years ago.
Yeah. So man, like you're asking me questions like I don't know. Let's
do 5. We'll do 5. 5 easy ones. We'll do 5 easy ones.
So all right, I think Tilly,
solid pick.
I think Tilly will be. I don't want to say JJ yet. I think JJ's gonna make it. Like that's like if we're looking at Football Hall of Fame, like JJ's in there.
Oh, for sure.
Max Michelle. Yeah, I keep burping.
Yep. No, you're good. JJ just shot and won IDPA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shot and won IDPA. Yeah. So you got Tilly, JJ, Max Michelle. Man, I don't know enough about shooters, truthfully. Like that's another hard thing for me. It's like if I see you on Instagram and I follow you, it's because like randomly popped up and you did something awesome, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You
got Shane Coley.
Okay, there we go, Shane Coley.
AMU guy, fucking savage.
Yes. Who else?
Nils shoots IDPA. You are correct, but Nils is a USPSA guy at heart. Let's be real here.
Okay, we got to throw a female in there too. So,
yep.
Who do you think the best female shooter is out there?
Who do I think the best female shooter is right now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, overall.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
The best overall female shooter.
Yep.
In the U.S.
In the U.S.
I pay attention to a lot of international shit, but
I only care about America.
Golly.
I'm seeing Jesse, Lena.
I'm stuck between two. And that's going to be Jesse Harrelson and Justine Williams.
Okay. All right. Yeah, somebody wrote Jesse. Somebody wrote.
I want to.
Dean
I
wrote
want
Lena.
to. I want to say just. I want to
Yeah.
say just. Yeah, Maria is the best female shooter in the world, hands down. That's why I asked US or Ipsic.
Okay.
Who's
Maria? You're gonna have to.
I'll send you her profile.
Yeah.
She got third at the World Shoot behind Ben Steger at like 98%.
Yeah.
She's a fucking savage.
Yeah.
But Justine has won in a lot of and so is her sister. Like,
but has she beat Lena? Do you think?
Justine?
Yeah, I mean, so because here, I think Justine's going to be, but I don't. But Lena's been in it for a lot longer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Deem on this. I think Justine's going to be 100%.
That's a hard one. I think I picked Justine just because I see Justine shooting all the time. Like she was like the one in the front of my mind. But Lena's done everything. Lena's a multi-time world champion and shotgun, rifle, pistol, 3-gun, fucking all around. Lena is probably the best shooter.
Yeah.
Jessie Harrelson is also a monster in her own right.
Exactly.
Now the best IPSC shooter / USPSA shooter in the world is Maria, hands down.
You're gonna have to send me a link because again, I'm retarded.
I would not want to have to shoot against her in production. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Ugh.
If we picked up an open gun and she had no training, I'd slaughter her. But
of course, Eric is going to be on there. I mean, I only care about America. I'm just joking.
Yeah. I mean, listen. If they wanted an opinion, they shouldn't have lost the wars. Okay.
Man,
I haven't paid attention to Europe since 1776.
Yeah,
so who gives a fuck? And I haven't paid attention to everyone else since 1942.
Yeah.
So they can all just go fuck themselves. Robotron don't count. Yeah. We got Eric is in a league of his own.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude, I think Lena, Justine, and Jessie Harrelson are like in a 3-way tie in my head. But I will give the nod to Lena just because of she's the most accomplished by far.
Yeah, most accomplished by far. But I mean, again, you're always gonna have people that are gonna bypass it. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Somebody's always gonna be better, and I think Justine's gonna be there. Well, yeah, she is. I mean.
We think of Lena as she's been around forever. That's only because she's been around since she was a fucking kid.
Exactly. But you also, how old is she? How many championships has Justine won?
All of them?
Yeah, exactly. And she's 17 years old. She's not even an adult yet. So
is she in here still?
I don't know if she is. Is she? Probably not.
No, she said fuck these guys.
Yeah, exactly. They talk a bunch of shit.
I don't know how many she's won, but a lot of them.
Yeah. But she's going to win for the next 20, 30 years. Yeah. So she will be the best.
Yeah, eventually. But yeah. Well, man.
Hey, bro.
I think that was a good way to leave it off.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, my fucking pleasure, bro.
Yeah, man.
I always love talking to you because you are always a good time. I can't wait to see you. I'm going to see you at Nationals, hopefully.
Yeah,
and I'm going to see you at Area 2 for sure.
Yeah.
22 titles, Mike just said. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, man.
Okay. She's not even 22 years old.
Yeah. It's crazy. Well,
what am I doing with my world?
Hopefully, a lot of these guys that were in here hanging out tonight, I'll get to meet Mike. I've never actually met you, Mike. I'll obviously follow you. And then there's a lot of other people here. Zen, everybody, and if you guys are ever out in North Carolina, just let me throw this out here. If anybody's ever out in North Carolina, hit me up. Just chilling. I've got guns, so if you're just coming through, I've got guns. I've got a range that I can shoot at. Hit me up, and we'll go blaze. And seriously, come through, man. Freaking come shoot North Carolina. It's completely underestimated. A bunch of freaking badass motherfuckers out here to shoot with, and a bunch of good people. And it's the South,
Always.
Yeah. But seriously, let me know. Hit me up. Please say hello if you see me. Pretty approachable, I think.
Very approachable. One of the best guys I've ever met in shooting. You meet people in shooting, you're just like, that guy fucks. You're one of those guys. I met you and I was like, that guy fucks. I could hang out with him all day. Never get bored, always chilling. Always a good time. Super like just calm, laid back, but like fun to be around. Hilarious sense of humor. Also a monster of a shooter. If you guys aren't following Isaac, you're fucking up. Go follow. What your handle is Issac Hansen PCC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I
Don't
change
hold the
it again.
PCC thing against him.
Yeah, don't hold it
Listen,
against
guys. Don't hold it against him. He's a real dude. I mean, special forces.
I only
monster,
cup the balls
like,
every once in a while. Just every once in a while.
only a little bit.
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
But shout out, who do you got any sponsors, organizations you want to shout out before we leave this thing?
So Hunter's Gold, that's my only sponsor. Freaking love Brian to death. By the way, guys, if you don't have a pair of Hunter's Gold, go get a pair of Hunter's Gold. And if you don't want to,
fucking up.
Yeah, if you don't want to, just go say hi to Brian because he's the coolest motherfucker there is. I mean, literally the coolest dude ever. Best sponsor you could ever ask for.
Period.
Yeah, period. That's my only sponsor. So, hey, go check out Brecky Customs. If you guys are looking for a PCC, I think there's a few left before he's done. I don't know if I'm supposed to start selling them. So it might be the last batch for a little while.
Fuck, I gotta go. Looks like I'm buying a Brecky tonight.
Yeah.
Because that was on my list.
Yeah, might want to get one quick before they're sold out. And let's see. Yeah, that's about it, guys. All right. Shit. Do badass shit. Work out hard. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
ass,
dude.
boys. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, man, this was a pleasure. I had a blast. I know everyone else enjoyed it. This has been probably one of my favorite episodes to just chill back, hang out with the homie, and just talk about cool shit. So I appreciate you, man. You've been awesome. Thank you for coming on.
No, thanks for having me.
We're definitely doing this again. I say we do one of these in person at Area 2.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, I want to get me, you, and all the homies at Area 2. I say we sit down and just because we were supposed to do this at Area 3, but everybody fucking bailed on me because all of them are fucking losers. And you can't trust Range Panda and all those fucks to be sober or show up. So fuck
or
that.
drive good because
drive.
Yeah, because he's Asian.
Yeah, you're allowed to say that because you're Blackanese.
Yeah, I'm Blackanese, man. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Let's do it, man. I mean, I'm going to be flying out the night prior to the match, and I'm going to be flying out the night the match ends. So let's do it.
You're going to be flying out the night prior to the match.
Yep. And then the night the match ends, I got to fly right back here and go back to work, man. I'm going to be jumping out of airplanes for a week right after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there? Like, what time are you getting there the day before?
I haven't even got my ticket yet, so you tell me when.
Get there in enough time for us to do a quick live before the match.
Okay.
We'll make it happen.
Sounds good, man.
But yeah, we'll figure it out. But dude, thank you again. You're a fucking savage. You do dope shit. You live a dope life. You fuck, man. You fucks.
I appreciate
this guy fucks everybody.
All right, brother. It was a good time.
All right, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Deuces.
Later, man. All right, everybody. That was Issac Hansen, one of my good friends. He is a fucking stud. If you don't follow that guy, you really have to. He's just an all-around good human being. Monster of a shooter. Special Forces, Army Green Beret. He fucks. That's all I can say. So, follow him. And then, like I said at the beginning, if you made it this far, Atlas 170 mags are out. Go follow a link in the bio of my IG or wherever you saw this and grab you some. They're legit. Best 2011 mag by far. Shoot them and you'll understand. They are 100% reliable. They feed 100% reliability all the time, which is what you need. And not all mags do that. So get your hands on some. And as always, I'll see you on the range.